And welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where I, your Dungeon Master, Andrew Taylor, sit around and play my favorite game, Dungeons and Dragons, with some of my absolutely favorite people. At the table tonight, and by himself, is Mike Baudry. Digitally, tonight is Tucker Daigle. You guys can say stuff, right? Hi.
Hey,
And Chris Jensen. Chris Evans will be joining us slightly later. He's knocking out a chore. So,
what
listen.
are we, 13?
Yeah, listen. We have chores as adults. It happens.
Allowance money, okay?
So, with introductions out of the way, I believe I owe you all a recap. So,
Bum,
let's
bum.
hop straight into that, and then we'll play. So, last session, we did a lot of walking and a lot of talking.
Walking and
Before we got to
talking.
that, some of us made some admittances, made some apologies, had some light conversation at the bar. That was between Kit and Vinsire. A little bit of conversation happening between the two of them as they drank their ales. I believe each of them had like 3 or 4 ales, so it was a pretty good night for you two. Kazamak and the rest of the group, as you guys all made your way upstairs to your long rest, Kazamak heard a voice in the dark. The voice said something close to, because good God, I didn't write that down, but something close to, you're on the wrong path, turn back. So, then the next morning, you guys made your way across the island to the estate. The estate, as a reminder, is where you were to retrieve the goods that belong to Orion and apparently a little bit, kind of, Vittorio, the crime boss who owns the Silver Serpent Casino. So, as you made your way, you had some conversations, asked some questions of Kit. The party got to know each other a little bit better, then got to know Van F. And then finally, 6 long hours later, you made your way to the edge of the estate. There, you noticed that there were a lot, and I will say that you started this day at like 8 p.m. So you started your walk at 8 p.m. So it was pitch dark. It was 2 in the morning by the time you guys got to where you were going. And by the time you got there, you could see only candlelight in one of the windows. Closer inspection of several of the houses proved to show that there were indeed people in one of the smaller homes or buildings here. You
Thomases.
guys made combat happen quickly, very quickly, dispatching the first guy. The second guy sticking around a little bit longer, long enough to yell out loud in the dark, alerting the people in the big house. Quickly, the lights in the big house go off, and you hear rustling of sounds. On closer inspection by our Luxodon friend, it shows that there are several people walking around the home. You guys quickly enter combat with the remainder of the forces, dispatching them one and all, but not before learning that the crowns that you were seeking were up, or the tiaras or crowns that you were seeking were upstairs. You made your way upstairs and did a closer inspection of the crowns, and yes, they are indeed the ones you were looking for. And that is where we ended our session, with the party deciding, and we pick up with the party deciding what to do next, and probably having a disagreement. So, with that, I give this table over to you. My beautiful players, play, play, play. It's weird looking.
I'll
Oh,
kick us off by dragging the dude that was hogtied in the stables or the other guardhouse
yeah.
into the living space, I
Yeah.
guess.
Forgot that in the roundup.
Oh yeah, we hot the guy.
Yeah.
Just kind of like huffing a little bit, like, um, so do we still need him or
Yeah, I mean, may as well question him, see what we can get out of him. Can't hurt.
I'll go and like undo the mouth part of his binds, I guess.
Oh, fuck. Why? Oh, fuck. They're all dead.
Yeah, well, not all of them. I mean, we're gonna kill you eventually.
Well, fuck you too.
I mean, we might not kill you if you have something useful to tell us.
No, no, no. I heard what I heard.
All right,
Nothing from me.
Wasn't me this time.
calm down. That works for me. I'm gonna pull out my axe and lop off his foot.
Jesus Christ.
The moment he's like, "You're not getting anything from me," I'm like, "All right."
Let me just check something real quick.
I'm pretty sure your old boy had like a single hit point, so he's probably gone.
We can bring him back.
Not this level, you can't. Oh, yeah.
It can be all the way.
Homie had 1 hit point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you lop off his foot.
He just instantly bleeds out.
Okay, yeah, you lop off his foot. Greater restoration, you guys don't have that either. So, his foot is lopped off, and it pumps out his lifeblood, and he dies.
As he was bleeding out, could I have given him a healing potion?
It's not going to. So you made it a point to cut his foot off, and you guys don't have the means to reattach his foot to stop the bleeding. So you feel free to feed him a healing potion, but I will just roll bleed damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Counteract you.
I was gonna kill him anyways.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna die.
That works for me. I'll just kind of like stand over him as he's bleeding out. I'm like, should have said something else than that, bud. And I'm just gonna wipe my axe off.
You see you in hell. And spits a fucking loogie like at your chest.
I'm gonna look at Kazamak and kind of just like disbelief and just like, it's genuinely surprising you've made it this far in life if this is how you deal with minor problems, like people talking poorly to you.
I mean, it's one of the reasons I've made it this far. They die, typically.
As
Just-
as,
in
as,
disbelief.
as I'll watch them just lop this dude's foot off, and I'm like, okay. I'm gonna walk to the house and go towards the hatch that the guys are coming up,
Okay.
because then I'm gonna kind of pop that open slowly. I'm gonna take my staff and just.
Yeah, there's nothing down there that you can see. Gotta make a perception check.
Any tunnels?
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Oh, that's a 21.
21. You peer down this hatch. There's a little ladder. You kind of start climbing down a little bit, peek your head under, like through the hatch. It's dimly lit down here. There's some torches lit on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
There is no secret tunnel, but there is a like old stone style basement, like carved in, like old school basement, like plantation style basement.
Oh,
Why?
No. Oh no!
I'm gonna from in the basement. I'm just gonna go. Hey guys. Hey you guys.
The big one wants something.
The big one.
I'll just yell kind of as I'm pilfering through this dude's pockets to see if he had anything. What is it, John? What'd you find?
Wrong character.
Who's John?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Brahm, what did you find?
For those don't know, last characters was John. I was called John for 2 years.
Nobody knows.
No one knows. What did you find?
I mean, I don't know if he came to the hatch. I just yelled it. I can't.
I'm sure you can hear. It's not a huge space. I yell it back to you. If I can.
There we go. I need to be immersed.
I
Okay?
literally said that
You
from
need to
the
be
get-go.
immersed. You just said, "What did you find?" You didn't say I yelled
Nope,
back.
I said it from the get-go.
I said I yelled.
I was like, I'm gonna yell back.
I take this role.
Continue. You take the role playing so seriously that you stop the role playing. Let's go.
Can I do an investigation? Just look around the room.
Yeah.
Brahm,
Good.
You said, hey guys, I'm waiting. See what you found.
14.
Yeah, there's nothing here of value. There are some crates. There's some like building material down here, but
You
there's
do it to
nothing.
yourself.
There's some like building material down here, but there's nothing that's like concrete. But you can see where like the foundation is set here. Like there's room to grow,
Mhm.
and then you can see they were like planning to build stuff here. They have all the materials, but they didn't build anything.
Okay. I'm just gonna like, there's a room down here. Not very much. It looks like they're building something. I don't know. I can't tell from what I see, unless one of you magic casters have something.
Well, does it look like wood or metal? Or is it something like, I don't know. I'm just gonna like, you'll hear like, what is it, Brom? Does it look like normal ass building materials?
Yeah, it's like wood and stone and
Congrats, you found some wood.
goes back upstairs. What are the rest of you guys looking for? If you were, so you guys were upstairs at one point where the crowns were. If you want to say you brought them down to like the main level.
Yeah, I think
So this
Yeah.
house that Vittorio is going to give you as part of this deal to kill his own people, essentially. Not essentially, exactly what he had asked you to do.
Mhm.
To make a point, a show of force.
Verbatim.
Yeah, you guys are getting this estate. So the estate currently consists of 3 buildings. You have the main house that you guys are all standing in right now. You have the side house, which is the house that was completely vacant. It's just like a servant's quarters type thing. Excuse me. And then you have the kind of like storage shed area where you found the guy sleeping underneath the hay. That's that building. All that space belongs to you, as does the grounds within the fence. So you have about 2 acres worth of space to play with on this estate. It butts up to the edge of the lake. You actually have your own dock that belongs to the estate.
Ooh.
So if you were to ever get a ship at any point, you need to park a ship.
A flying ship
It has a dock, so if it's a ship that can dock, then yes.
of the flying.
One question. If we were the pirates that were here, did they dock their ship here?
You don't see a ship. If you look out the windows, and you see you would easily see the dock. As you look out the windows, you can see the dock. There's no ship dock there.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Well, we want to make our way back and turn these crowns in, officially claim this estate, close out this mission.
If we've got everything, you might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I assume this is what he was after. This is what they were stealing from down south. So
We didn't miss anything. There wasn't like a safe and a floorboard.
I didn't check that in depth. I mean, I can try something real quick.
I mean, wouldn't it be a bitch if we got back and they said we didn't have it, everything?
Yeah, well, I mean, spread out and look around. Let's see what we can find.
I just want to take a. I want to take a peek, see for any hidden caches.
It's pronounced cash. Go ahead and make an investigation check for everyone. Everyone make investigation checks. That includes Van F. Don't forget that he's here.
22.
Natural 1.
23.
God damn it! I can't even.
Henry needs to roll as well. 15.
What's Henry's investigation?
I don't know.
+5.
+3. He's a wizard, but you guys are level 4.
I got 19 and 23 for myself and Adam.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of go through and check for like behind these old picture frames that are hanging up. There, you don't find any vaults or hidden wall nooks. You check for like loose floorboards. You do find a couple of loose floorboards, but they turn out to just be loose floorboards. No safes or anything. You feel with those rolls, you feel pretty comfortable that you have done a thorough investigation check.
Okay.
Well, all right. Yeah, let's get back. Let's get going back, I guess. Yes.
You got any quick way to get us back? You'd mentioned before. Remember when you you tried to convince me to run through that tree so that it could
Yeah.
take us places?
The thing about when we got to the city, I didn't really take a minute and
What do you mean? Take a minute and do what?
I can't just like pick it. I have to like hang out with the tree. I have to know the tree.
Hmm.
I don't know any trees in Blackmore, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, well, do you know any trees closer than we are now to Blackmore? Oh,
Maybe one like halfway down the path, but there's none like in the city
well,
or around the city, really.
maybe you should do a better job of that. And I'm just like, I guess we're walking back, guys.
Hey,
So it is 2 a.m. as you guys begin your trek back. I'm guessing you leave the boxes behind and just bring the tiaras / crowns with you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try and carry everything unless the boxes look like they're of importance or relevant.
You'll recall, and I'll give you a freebie because you're still low level, although this is the last one you'll get.
Son of a gun.
You'll recall that in Calypso, you were told to bring back a head of the leader.
Gotcha.
Is there any of them that seemed more leaderly than?
You know who you at
Yeah,
least know.
it was the female.
Yeah, you at least assume. You guys would assume at this point that the female is the leader.
So as Azamak or Kazamak is starting to like trudge off, I'm like, I think your services are required. And I'll just like point to the female dead on the ground.
Oh, good
I
call.
can get us back like around where that Hydra was.
I would say as Vinsire is just kind of like remembering that he can get us back close. You just hear it just lopped off the head.
I'm
Not
saying it's
clean,
like right
not
in-
carefully, just.
We will have to walk a little bit.
Does this character have longer hair?
Yes, she does.
Then I'm just gonna take the hair and like tie it off on the back of my bag.
Okay, fucking Kratos.
I'm not putting this bleeding head in my bag.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna let it bleed on my
You
leg
quickly-
the entire trip.
You quickly cut off the head, attach it to your belt, and you guys are ready to go. So as you cut off, it's about 3 in the morning. I'd say it's closer to 4. So it's about 4 in the morning. It probably took you about an hour to search the house and everything. Rest up for the journey. Yeah, so I'd say it's probably closer to 4 as you guys depart. It's a 6-hour journey. You will get back at 10 in the morning.
Gross.
So, as you guys begin your journey, table is yours. Anything you would like to roll?
We didn't bring horses, right?
No.
They
No.
had two-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're exhausted. That's right.
I have my goggles of night on, just.
Yes, everyone knows the perfect time to wear night goggles is in dusk and dawn.
Thermal
Nighttime.
crossover is the perfect time, yeah.
Exactly. It's 4 a.m. I don't know what time the sun rises here.
It's
So-
magic. It's actually up at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. So, what's the plan after we turn in the head, the crowns, all that stuff?
I think
Anybody need to?
getting some sleep would be a good first step.
The head is Calypso, right? We got to do the crowns and then the head separately.
Yeah.
Above table, yes.
Yeah. We do. It's because they're the ones that we're robbing. It is, yes. Yeah, we've got to bring it back to the their like warden or the chief, that guy we met in the.
Well, I can get us back there once we just got to get back to the casino with these crowns.
Yeah, I mean, if we really wanted to make quick time, we can go back, drop the crowns off, maybe gamble a little bit.
Yeah,
Head to
maybe just a
bed
little
and
bit.
then-
Maybe just a game or two.
I will say they
An entire week of debauchery.
just 2 drinks. I will say the games were quite expensive. It cost me 50 gold just to buy in, and I didn't get anything.
Well, maybe you should be better at the games.
Well, when we get back, you're more than welcome to show me how it's done.
I'll show you.
All right.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll show you.
Yeah, Vinsire learned the really fun game of you pay the bartender and they feed you drinks.
Yeah.
That's just buying drinks.
It's a good game.
Yeah, no, it's to you, but to us it's a game.
It's a good
Oh.
game.
I do love to drink. That might be one thing we have in common.
I just learned about this.
Game's ruined.
Well,
What about you, Brom? I'm surprised you didn't want to bury any of those bodies. No crosses or ceremony.
We didn't have time. You guys started walking off.
Huh?
we'll be
Oh.
back.
We'll come back eventually.
Well,
I mean, they'll probably just be bones by then, eaten by
I got a
animals
tree
or
here.
something.
I got a tree here.
Do you? Oh yeah, that's right. You talked to that one tree, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a tree here.
What at the? Yeah, that's right.
You got a guy.
What a guy.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool to have our own keep. It'll be a nice little spot to camp out. Hide from people if we need to, for some reason. Stash treasure.
In pretty rough shape.
I mean,
You're pretty good with your hands, right? You could.
Well, you'll recall that Vittorio said he'd even repair it for you
yeah.
to your exact specifications.
hmm He wanted these guys dead that bad.
We just had to murder? God, this was.
Easy pickings.
That's all you had to do was take 7 lives. 7 lives.
Lives are worth
I'll
a
take
lot
1,000 lives before I let this company die.
I just love making Horcruxes.
Literally.
here. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
love
I mean-
this little slide of all you had to do was take 7 lives. Everyone's like, yeah, it was easy.
You're telling me you wouldn't kill 7 people for a castle?
For a rundown home.
For a 3-unit property in this economy?
Fuck yeah, baby. I'll kill 30. How many doors? What's the cap rate? All right, so I mean, I don't know if any of you need to, but I wouldn't mind shopping around a little bit to check out some of the shops. We really only got to check out a couple of them.
Yeah, but let's gamble first and then we can take our winnings to the shop.
Not a bad idea. I like that plan. I am
Let's
feeling a little
plan on-
light on coin.
Let's plan on uncertainty. That's a good financial decision.
Hey, if you don't spend it, eventually someone will kill you and take it off your body, so may as well.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it when you're trying to buy things and save up.
What are you trying to buy? What are you trying to buy?
Kazmak's the one who wants to buy something.
No, I said spend the money. Because you'll
Yeah.
die. One day you'll die. Someone will kill you and they'll take money off you.
It's just in full mom mode right now. It's okay. We'll be all right.
I mean, Kazmak was the one who specifically said he wanted to shop around. But okay. And like, I'll just
wouldn't
like,
it be? It feels
Circle
better
walk.
knowing you can go and buy in the store. Like Post Malone said. That bard,
I don't know who Post Malone is. I don't listen to your guys' bards, okay?
He's good. He's new. Stuff.
More of like a fox folk, indie folk kind of girl, okay?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to buy anything expensive. I mainly just want to get some items appraised, see what I could sell them for, more than it, really. Then I
Well,
can spend more money at the casino.
we better get going then. It's gonna get late or early or wherever we're
The later
at.
it takes, the earlier we'll get. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. I Vince, I very rarely understand what you say, to be honest.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. That's okay. So long as you stay over there.
Hey, perfectly fine with me.
Uh,
So have we actually stepped off yet?
I'm sure. I hope so.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys.
okay.
I sure hope so.
I was about to say, I was like, are we walking yet?
All of us have been trying to step off, and everyone just says, "But what? The one more thing."
We can't leave yet.
Yeah, you guys are walking. So as you guys go, as the sun begins to rise, you're a walrus. As the sun begins to rise, it's a pretty beautiful day actually. It's late. It's late winter, about to be early spring. So it is.
Nice crisp morning.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely crisp for sure, but there is bird song. The birds have returned from their migrations. There's
Early vegetation blooming.
It's very, very nice. Very kind of like a damp, dewy morning. There's no snow on the ground. It's just kind of a damp, dewy, frostbitten morning. So
Mm.
as you guys walk, that is the scene as the sun rises. And about halfway through your journey, give you the opportunity to pull over and take a short rest if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone need a break or anything? Or we want to just keep trucking?
I mean, we can certainly get some minor things done. I wouldn't mind meditating for a second, but if we need to keep going, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll take a short rest.
I could use one as well. I was hit pretty hard a couple times in the fight.
Oh, God, I keep forgetting you're with us. Jesus. And I'm gonna as we start to go sit down. You always seem to just be kind of right there.
Oh.
Oh, this is a new day. I just realized that.
It's a new day.
I'm just gonna go ahead and once we find a decent place that looks like it's not just waterlogged, to sit down, kind of hang out.
Okay.
So God, what's our NPC's name? I don't know why his name is so hard to remember.
Vaneth.
Vaneth. So Vaneth, what are you hoping to get out of this whole thing? Just some coin, or is there more in it for you?
Well, you guys have asked about this orb, as did the gray men. They must be after it. So I want it.
Yeah, would be kind of cool to see what all the fuss is about. Something so small, right?
Correct. And it can't be good.
Yeah,
Not in the wrong hands.
definitely not. We should really make sure that we find out as much as we can about it and try to get it before they do.
Yeah, I agree. It's only going to be harder the more time goes by. I mean, they kept saying every man I killed, they said more will come 30 days, and then that was basically it.
Yeah, that is that is a little unsettling. And you've never heard of this orb, huh?
No, I've not.
Hmm. Me neither. I've only ever heard the talks about it. I still want to know what it does. Maybe when we get back, we can ask around, see if the head honcho in charge of the casino knows anything. God,
That could be.
sorry. I've been teaching a hard of hearing student all week, and I've been screaming, so I have no voice.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Why are you
Henry
apologizing?
finally came out of his state.
Henry is finally back. We've spent all his gold at the casino.
All 5 gold that I have.
No, you got drunk and you were very willing to give us all your gold.
Of course.
So as you guys take your short rest on the side of the road,
Not in a casino.
I swear,
Uh,
Henry, we were at the casino. You just woke up in the woods.
What? What? Not again.
Pants down.
Standard.
yeah, table's yours, fellas. Still
Oh.
sitting at the short rest.
Well, we ready to get going again?
Oh, yeah. Henry, are you feeling all right? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, I think I had like a. I don't know. Anybody else smell toast?
My
No.
left arm hurts.
What?
What
What
is
did we just do?
That's okay, buddy. We'll see somebody when we get back. I've seen this state a couple times.
Yeah,
I'll lean
it's
over and I'll, like whisper, like, we gotta keep an eye on him.
Don't worry, Henry. These kinds of lapses in memory are quite common with people your age.
Well, hey now, I'm young and virile at heart. Okay.
Yeah, but
Well-
your actual heart is what we're concerned about, not your spirit, Henry.
Yeah, I mean your heart is probably like on its last couple legs, huh?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Don't worry. Anyway, what are we doing?
Twice cooked bread.
Just to recap, we left the houses and we're on the road back to
On the road again.
the casino.
To
Are we
turn
bringing
in
stuff?
the crowns.
Kazimak has the head of the leader on his belt by the hair.
Yeah.
Also chopped off a foot for no reason.
Blackmore, gonna go again.
Henry, I
For
sent
no-
you a text.
Not for no reason. I wanted to kill him. It was the most painful way to do so.
I'll walk over to Henry. and,
Starting
like,
at the foot?
Yeah.
well, we were trying to get information out of him, and then we were a bit overzealous and chopped off the foot as a torture technique, and he died.
Yeah, and then he died.
I'll help Henry to his feet like you would a feeble old man, like who just fell over,
Come on.
and standing him up. All right,
Oh.
Henry, we're gonna get you back to Blackmore. Don't worry. I know it was a bit of an exciting night.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I just need a drink or something. Do you have any water? Or maybe
Do you I have some prune juice I can get for you.
I do enjoy a nice glass of prune juice.
A little pruny.
Yeah, it's good. Keeps you regular.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Henry. We'll next convenience store we stop by, we'll grab you some prune juice.
I appreciate that. You know what? You guys are all right. All right. I had my thoughts about all of you, but you guys aren't that bad.
Hey, we're just looking out for you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, quick question. Are we going to give all the crowns to this casino guy?
Yeah, I mean, when we sold them before, he only gave us a couple hundred gold for them, and I mean, based off what he had us do to these dudes who stole from him, probably not a dude we want to try to, get one over on, because he is giving us that whole estate, and he's gonna fix it up.
Fair, true. What was the guy in Calypso going to give us?
Couple hundred gold.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the...
But I mean, this head we have to turn into the dude in Calypso, so
Yes. You know what? Hold that back up. I want to try something. All right. I'm going to cast my my cantrip that brings flowers to life and makes them die again, and just see if it works on a human head.
Yeah. You cast the spell. It does nothing.
Oh, that was worth a shot.
I'm just like holding it. What was it gonna do?
It was going to never mind.
I would like to think that there was like a little twitch in the eye. Like
It's almost there, just not powerful enough.
it's not powerful. It's like
So
Yeah,
you
so
guys
go ahead.
wrap up your short rest and begin to walk and talk. You're on the back half of a 6-hour journey, so you're starting hour 4 of a 6-hour journey. So as you go, anything you guys would like to talk about?
I'm gonna walk up to Kazimak and I'm gonna be like, I've heard you. Fuck, that's wrong voice. Anyways, I've heard you talk about this orb. What is this orb you speak of? A little
I-
like this. There it
I
is.
your guess is as good as mine, but I have no idea. I only found out about it recently. Just whatever it is, I'm sure it's worth a ton of money, so can't hurt looking into.
Any idea what it looks like?
I'm just gonna go like completely straight face and stare you in the eyes. I assume it's spherical.
Color, description, does it glow? Is it dark?
Yeah, so it looks a lot like go ahead and turn around for me. You see that tree over there? That thing hanging off the edge of it?
I'm just not even gonna turn around. I'm just gonna stare at him.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot. I have never seen it. I just found out about it. How would I know what it looks like? And I'm gonna like walk away.
And as he walks away, how are you looking for something if you don't know what it looks like? Makes no sense.
I mean,
I-
fair enough.
That does check out.
Fair enough.
I'm like, Brom, if you find out what this thing looks like, you let me know, all right?
Well, you don't give me a lot to go off of, so it doesn't really help.
Vanette's going to speak up. We could go to like a library and just see if there's any mention of a orb, a celestial orb, or a glowing orb, or.
I mean, that's definitely not a bad idea. I mean, if it sounds like something that would be incredibly old, so a library probably is a pretty good idea.
I
You know
do
what?
love
I'm glad we kept you around.
Well, I thank you.
Do you know any libraries in Blackmore?
I've never, as I said before, I've never actually hadn't ever been to Blackmore before I went with you.
Oh, I'm just saying, we probably, judging by the way it looks, I mean, if we're gonna find a library that has, I guess, writings or tomes on something that potentially is that old, we'll probably have to go to a bit better established city, maybe like Calypso.
Well, a major city would have it. Steelhaven's old, as is
Yeah,
Hotch.
I've never been to either, so your guess is as good as mine.
Would I know of any libraries in Blackmore?
It's
No,
like,
not to your recollection.
Okay.
There are a lot of rich malicious people who have like private collections, but nothing that like would work as like a library.
Gotcha.
so you know rich malicious people, huh?
You don't
Um,
get to this age without knowing a few.
Burger.
well, yeah, I mean, not a bad idea. Definitely something to keep in mind whenever we get back to Calypso. Check out one of the libraries there, and then whenever we eventually come across a different city, check one of those. Can't hurt.
Well, it sounds like a plan. Best one we have.
Yeah, when we do get back to Blackmore, I think after we turn in the crowns, I'm gonna hit up a couple of the shops before we hit the casino. Try and get a little extra spending money. Got a few things I want to try to sell.
We're all walking around with money.
Vanette's just gonna nod. So, as the day goes on, go ahead and can we have
Perception checks.
Survival checks. Insight
Nature.
checks.
Nature
and we
checks.
have Chris Jensen roll a. As soon as I pull the document up that I thought I had up,
Just don't roll an 8.
Roll D6, bitch.
not the right one. I'm
Well,
looking for. Damn. Is it road encounters? Fuck.
Not
You encounter fair winds.
Roll a d6.
Just don't roll an 8.
Roll a 5.
Wasn't an 8.
5.
Yes.
Oh,
uh-oh.
sucks. Hope that's not work. Probably would be.
Crazy to me.
So, you guys, as you get near the end of I'd say probably about an hour and a half after your short rest, as you're going throughout your day, you come to a tent set on the side of the road. There's a wagon, like kind of like a one-horse wagon, pulled up next to the tent. The tent is this kind of like lavish, dark burgundy color, and there's like almost like a thin, almost like incense smoke coming out of this like teepee like top of the tent.
It doesn't look like the traveling King of Fae tent, does it?
It does not.
And is there like there's no one like walking around it?
There is not.
Then I will cautiously keep moving forward near the tent if everyone else is continuing walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be approaching up as well.
Okay. Yeah, as
Huh.
you guys come within like shouting distance of the tent, you can see that there's a horse that is kind of hobbled behind the wagon, just lightly grazing. There doesn't appear to be anyone in view. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Perception.
Ha.
You're on fire tonight.
Natural 1.
19.
Also 19.
18.
So
Okay.
it's damage X.
Regardless of what you rolled, you don't see anything suspicious. Like around like this, it's a lightly wooded area inside, like beset around a field. So you don't see anything like in the immediate area. If there's someone here, they are likely in the tent.
Hey, maybe they'd have some water or some prune juice.
Yeah, I mean, can't hurt to ask him, right?
I mean, I was kind of kidding about the convenience store, but this is oddly convenient, and maybe they're a store. So you go first, Henry.
Oh, okay. Henry's gonna like hobble up, like, ho there, ho, anybody in there?
Come in. Come in. Please come in.
Super welcoming.
I'm gonna turn
I'm
the
gonna
rest of the
push
party.
Henry in.
As I'm turning around, stumbling. Hello?
Hello? You're welcome to come in, dear. I won't harm you.
Heard that one before. All right, yes. I'll start continuing my way into the tent.
Yeah. Henry, as you enter the tent, you step into, and this was a quite small kind of like teepee style tent. As you step inside of it and through these thick burgundy flaps, you step into an impossibly large space. Around the edges of the tent are lush cushions of different colors of bright reds and deep
Ooh.
burgundies. the seldom orange throw here and there.
Mm.
There's incense hangers hanging from the ceiling of the tent. They are giving off this kind of like light gray smoke that you saw from the outside. There are these eerie kind of like deep violet candles that are giving off this violet pale light. And that, my friend, sets the scene, except for the center of the room. In the center of the room is a small table, sat for two. Sitting opposite an empty chair is an elderly dragonborn woman.
So appear for you.
Come in, please. What is your name, darling?
Before Henry responds, he's just kind of like looking around, and he's just like, "Fuck, I love magic." Henry Bibbleston, at your service. What's your name, young woman?
I am Elvira. And young, I have not been called young in many years.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. Love what you've done with the place. This is a beautiful piece of magic.
Honey, you've not seen nothing yet.
She beckons with her hand, and the chair gently like pulls itself out for you to sit down.
Please, have a seat.
Henry sits down but leans forward a little bit to hide his erection.
How long has it been that Henry's been inside this tent?
I'm sorry?
How long has it been that Henry has been in this tent? We just haven't heard it. Do we hear anything? And two, how long has it been?
You hear muffled voices, but you can't like overhear what they're saying. But you do hear muffled voices. You hear her voice, this old kind of unwelcoming voice, and then you hear Henry's voice. But Henry doesn't sound alarmed.
I was like, look back to Vin, like, it seems all right. He hasn't screamed.
Well, let's just poke our head in, maybe. Just see.
Like, go to one of the little eyelets on the rope holes. Is it? Is it on the up and up?
You can't really see through. Like there's like when I say voluminous, I mean voluminous. There are many layers of this thick burgundy fabric.
Yeah, I want to part the tent, and I want to like poke my head in.
You poke your head in. It's a completely empty tent. Inside, Henry, she goes,
Sorry,
very loudly for everyone to hear, but this is a party for two.
Oh, I guess Henry will be getting something.
Yeah, I might have killed Henry.
I'm gonna go sit down by a tree stump and just wait.
I might have killed Henry.
Oh, he's not long for this world anyways, Vin.
I'm gonna go be consoled by a tree.
You're gonna go be consoled by a tree? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
inside the tent, I'm looking for something here. Oh, there we go.
Find one vat of prune juice.
Inside the tent, she goes,
there are many things that magic can do. But who am I telling, Henry Bibbleston? You know a thing or two about magic.
You, yes. A thing or two.
Do you like old-fashioned card tricks?
In my youth, they were my favorite.
Mine as well. I remember many a night around a fire with my tribe, telling stories and playing card games.
Yes, similar upbringing, seems.
so she goes,
I would offer you a reading.
she pulls out of her sleeve, these long burgundy sleeves, she pulls out a deck of cards. This is the brand new Pick Up Many More Things.
Ooh. Oh no.
It's not what you think.
You'll be fine.
Oh.
Not what you think.
You'll be fine.
So she pulls out a thick deck of cards. She says, "This," and it's this very pretty. Like the cards are like cut from like gold leaf. So there's like this really pretty gold side on them, which I'm just describing the way the cards actually look at this point. The back have this really beautiful kind of like magic apparatus, almost like the thing that you see in the opening of Game of Thrones, except for the light in the center is blue. It kind of looks like it's spinning around it. I'll send you guys a picture later. She kind of takes them and starts to spread them out in front of you. She goes, "Are you familiar with fortune telling, dear?"
Yes. Yeah. Familiar. Never practiced it myself, nor have I ever had a reading done. But I'm familiar with some of the magic involved.
So, this is how it works. I will place 5 cards in front of you. You may take it or leave it as it is. But it is a fortune.
She's going to pull cards. In front of you, she quickly lays out 5 cards face down. And I'm literally just going to do this on my lap.
Oh yeah.
Actually, even better. Even better idea. How about I zoom in and do it for you to see?
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Mikey's not here. I got mobility.
Huh.
So I'll show you the cards. So here's the back. Here's what I was trying to describe.
Oh,
Ooh, that is cool.
that is really cool.
Here's the sides.
Those
Ooh.
are really nice. There's
That
so
is
many
beautiful.
too. Wow.
64.
That's a lot of cards.
Sure, brother. Yeah, I was like, you can zoom all the way in, really, because there's nothing else around.
So she lays out 5 cards in front of you. She says, "First, the quest." And she taps the center card. Do you flip over the center card, Henry?
Sure.
Your card is the Uriel.
Mm.
I know what these mean.
I don't.
That's
You'll
all right.
find
They're
out.
in order. They're supposed to be in order.
Oh, are you trying to find specific ones?
Yeah. Because, bro, there's 64 fucking cards. You don't think I memorized all this shit, do you?
Well, never know. No, I don't ever know with you and D&D, Andrew.
Or it could be that I'm an idiot and I thought it started with something.
Yeah, you're going from the
so-
backside.
She places it upright. She says, "This card represents a person who observes without becoming involved or attached. Do you know anyone like that, Henry Whittleston?"
I may.
Good. You see, fortunes, even those false fortunes, need a foothold of the truth if they're to be believed.
Next, she flips over. How about I not be a dumbass? The challenge.
Mm.
Mm.
I did not stack this. I literally drew these random. I
Oh,
did-
really?
this at all. This is not stacked. This is just really, really good like luck.
Nice.
So it gives you giant. She goes, "This needs no introduction. Giants are fearsome, fearsome creatures, but they are seldom seen these days, except for sporadic attacks on Blackmore. So, do you have a special meaning to this card? An attachment, if it is?"
Oh, I don't think I do.
Well, regardless if you believe it or not, this giant will be a challenge in your journey. I wonder if it is a challenge you might not be able to overcome.
Next, she flips over that which is needed. She flips over the humanoid.
Oh,
Nice.
there's some Jack Kobolds.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
This is
swole.
working out, bro. The humanoid she places sideways, or upside down in the
Activated.
in the treasure position. She says,
There is something that you need, a person as it is. I know not who precisely, but they are of great aid on your journey. I sense that they are someone of great power, perhaps somehow attached to your past.
Hmm.
Perhaps on your present journey, this person will aid you. Have you recently need of something?
Well, I have found myself very recently thrust back into a life that I have not been a part in a very long time. So, help wherever I can receive it would be nice. Yes.
she goes,
Well, there you have it.
now she flips over that which is hidden. It's a dungeon. The dungeon card she flips over, if I can find it fast enough. She says, "This card represents a place of imprisonment. Perhaps a place where your person of great power has a powerful item. Or perhaps, yet still, another person holds the person you need in that dungeon."
Hmm.
Odd how this is up with what I have planned with Arcane Theory.
Hmm.
And finally, she flips over the result. Holy, could not have picked the cards better. It's the Fates card. She goes, "This," and she flips it upside down,
"Represents the culmination of your journey. You are destined to find what it is you are seeking, but it will not be the path that you wish to tread. Your treasure will come at great cost, both personally and for those close to you. You will suffer a lifetime. I'm sorry, but that is
Damn.
that
You're fine,
is
kid.
the fate the cards have for you.
Even the reader's like, fuck. Hmm. Well, it's nothing I'm not used to. I have suffered, and I will endure. These cards do not disturb me. They embolden me. I know what I look for, and I know what I need. I don't believe it to be a person, though. I need what everyone needs. Time. I need time.
Perhaps time is what you'll find. So, as a parting gift, good night, baby. As a parting gift, I offer you the chance to pull a card from my deck. Do you test the fates as they are laid before you? Or do you tread your path as it is laid before?
There's one thing that I've learned through my life, is that a man makes his own fate. It is not laid before you. You can forge it, bend it, and turn it into whatever you wish. Saying that, however, I will take a card, yes.
She offers you the deck. You pull a card.
Sure.
Yeah. The card you pull immediately appears to you. It is the dragon.
Alright.
It has been a pleasure, but I require more. Next customer, please!
Real quick, before I go, can I get your number, or is this a one-time thing? You know, will you come here a lot?
I travel here and there and a little bit everywhere.
Oh, well, I do hope I see you again.
I hope to see you as well.
Thank you. And again, love what you've done with the place. This magic is amazing. I will take my leave now. Thank you.
As we're like waiting for Henry to come out, does he finally trickle out?
He does.
I guess I'll just like spring two. Like, well, how was it?
Oh, you know, it was a fortune telling.
You were gone for hours.
Oh, can't have been that long.
It's been like 5 hours.
Oh my. Oh.
You guys were. Henry was in the tent for about an hour.
It's been 3.5 days, Henry.
I mean, it wasn't that long, but you know, it felt that way.
You said it was a
Next customer!
Oh, she needs someone else. I wouldn't leave her waiting.
Dad, are you going?
Woman.
Am I going?
Yeah.
What did you say it was?
It's a fortune telling, you said.
Fortune telling. It's a wonderful woman.
That's knowledge. That's information. That's what you guys.
If you believe in that kind of thing, I you know.
Sure, I'll go. I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. We kind of do something like this back at the den.
Yeah, we have something similar where I come from as well.
I'll just push through the tent opening.
Okay. As you push through the tent opening, you push through the flaps. It feels like it takes you like 10 full seconds to get through the flaps. And as you do, you step into the scene as it was described earlier. In front of you sits, as anticipated, a old dragonborn woman. She is. I never gave you what her scale color was. She's a green scale. Like a bright green, like shimmering. So
Does she like look old? Like,
okay.
I was gonna say, does she like look old with like foggy eyes, kind of old, or is she just like?
She's old. She's an old hunched lady. Slightly cataract, but not foggy. So as you walk out in, she gestures to the chair and says, "Please,
Your name?
Kit?
Kit. Well, please have a seat. Would you like your fortune told?
Sure.
She lays out 5 cards in front of you. She says, first, the quest.
Priest.
Again, not stacked.
Perhaps a holy man or holy woman. But nevertheless, a priest is central to your plot. A leader of spiritual guidance, perhaps. She looks at your necklace. She goes, I've seen that symbol before. Only once.
Oh, yeah, there's not too many of us kicking around.
She points to the next card. She goes, I gotta make sure I get my terminology right here. This shit matters. She goes, this is your challenge.
Oh no,
Ooze.
Mr. Jelly.
He's coming back.
Here's this.
Big bad of the campaign.
As she flips over the ooze card, she goes, ah, so an ooze lies before you. Which way will you go? Will you slice it, clobber it, burn it to ash? Will you turn and run? The ooze is central to this plot. She flips over next, that which is needed. A pit, she says, not a literal pit, but a metaphorical pit, I believe. Yes, a metaphorical pit. I sense great despair in your future, great choice and great despair. No easy way out of what lies before you. Good luck.
Yeah. Damn.
No matter what lies in front, there is always something hidden behind.
The plant.
She gave you the plant. She says, ah, that which is hidden has a strong connection to plants. Perhaps something central to getting past this pit of despair. Maybe this pit of misery that you'll find yourself in, plants will be central to your outcome. Do you know a druid by any chance?
Yeah, there's one like literally just outside that tent. He's been trying to peek in here. It's not really working.
Well, I sense that that druid friend of yours is central to what's going on here. And she touches the priest. She says, if I have it right, your druid is central to you getting through what lies in front of you, this pit of despair, of tragedy. The ooze, I think, is quite literally an ooze. It's the last challenge before a final triumph. And finally, she flips over the outcome. Ah, so it's not treasure, but the path to a great one that lies in front of you if you succeed. A path to untold riches or knowledge, or both. A path to answers, to problems we don't even know exist. That is what lies in front if you succeed on your journey. Thank you, kids. Offer you the same I offered your friend. As a parting gift, would you like to tempt fate and draw a card from my deck?
What do you mean tempt fate? Like add to the fortune?
No, dear. As in, alter your fortune.
I don't know. This all seems pretty accurate, so I think I'll just, keep going with the flow. Because it all seems pretty spot on with my current predicament. So I'd like to keep, the triumphant part at the end. So I'll just go. But thank you. And she'll just like stand up and like turn around.
Oh, you are very welcome. Tell your friends I'm sorry, but I've had enough for today.
Okay. I don't know if they'll be upset or not. They don't really seem like the fortune telling type, so it's probably all right.
And as you depart the tent, you go through these flaps. The tent begins to pass up.
Nice.
So, that was the deck of many more things and a fortune telling. My first. Sorry, it seemed a little rusty.
I liked it.
That was great. I'm jealous. I wanted one.
It was good.
I knew that you were gonna be the one to be like, come on, tell me.
I wanted one. I wanted to get in there.
Does Reggie make it to the promised land?
He wanted to pull a card. That's all he wanted.
Of course I wanted to pull a card.
Kyle, the person, just likes pulling cards.
Ooh, oh, well, yeah. Especially because there's so many more now. Like the deck is many more things.
I may have just got us TPK'd.
The
Why?
dragon.
The dragon?
So,
Who knows? Maybe it's a metaphor.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
Maybe
a
I can
metaphor.
breathe fire now.
I'm guessing Mike's on the phone with his family. I would imagine.
Is Mike okay?
I don't know.
Damn, imagine working still.
He's not working. He's talking to his family.
Oh.
Stepping out of the tent, I'd be like, well, that was an interesting experience, Henry.
Wasn't it? Yes. It was very. She's a delightful woman.
Yeah, I think I have no idea if you told her anything beforehand, but that seemed pretty, on par with my current predicaments.
Yeah, the whole hour was pretty much me just giving her a rundown of what she could do to really get inside your head.
That's fair. I didn't pull a card though, because it seemed pretty, on par. So I don't know if you did.
Nope.
No. Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Didn't pull any extra cards.
Insight.
I kind of figured you might be, interesting to test your fate, but I figured mine had a pretty good ending, so I was just gonna,
No, the thing
knock
about
on
fate
wood.
is you can't fuck with it. You can't fuck with fate. Your fate's your fate. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Liar.
Interesting. I really would have pinned you as a guy who would say that fate can be forged and melded as long as you have the will. But if you're a predetermination guy, so be it.
Yeah. Made it this long. Why fuck with it now?
Was it anything crazy that came up? I mean, in my experiences, fortune tellings are quite often correct and do happen.
Oh, she did say that you're gonna die.
Oh,
So be it.
I heard that too, actually. Yes.
Oh,
So-
well,
But
we all have to die at some
I'm
point.
gonna say we all gotta go at some point. Yours is just apparently a little sooner than you thought. I'll
Well-
go sit by the tree.
Just be like, I'm gonna insight check.
Right.
Do I believe them?
Get an insight check him.
Middle of the road, 10.
I rolled a 3.
I believe you.
I said I rolled a 3.
Oh, I don't believe you.
I rolled a 24.
The fact that you both said the same thing and I don't believe Kit, I don't believe you either.
Well, you believe that you're gonna die. You just don't believe that it's as soon as I'm saying.
I catch on that you're fucking with me. Well, we all gotta go at some point.
That's what they say.
You okay?
Yeah, no, that was Kevin. He was telling me just about the contract and all that shit. It's very volatile, and he just let me know.
Are we
As you guys wrap up with the lady on the side of the road and begin your trek, you can take another short rest if you like. You were there for a total of 2 hours. It was now 6 p.m. and you have an hour and a half left.
Wait, 6 p. Didn't we leave at 2 in the morning? So shouldn't it? Yeah. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, how do we jump 12 hours ahead?
It is noon. Sorry, okay. It is noon.
Gotcha.
Well, that was a nice little break. Sorry it took us so long.
Yeah, you don't really realize while you're in there how much time's gone by.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was giving you a hard time, but I mean, I can understand now.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Incredible magic that woman works. I mean, I don't know so much about the fortunes, but that tent. Oh, what do I do to get my hands on one of those?
I don't know, Henry. Fortune tellings, like I said, they often come true.
No, they
did say she did say that
it's all bullshit.
You could tempt your fate if you pulled a card, but I didn't really want to mess with that, which is why I was asking Henry earlier about pulling cards.
Yeah, I just wasn't into it.
I used to have a card reader or fortune teller, as this one called themselves, back where I grew up, and everything he said came to be.
What did he tell you?
Everyone's fate is their own, Henry.
Oh, I was just trying to make conversation. Jeez, all right. Fuck.
I, for one, do not believe in fairy tales or excuse me, fairy tales or fortunes. There's no fate but that which we carve.
That's one point of view, yeah.
Yeah, to each
Aren't
his
you
own.
from the Fey realm?
I am. But I've been here on After Air long enough to see the death and destruction that an individual can wrought.
This is true. This is true. Have you ever met a fairy?
Oh, I've met dozens of fairies.
Oh.
Quite lovely, most of them. Some of them are complete asses.
Interesting. I assumed as much. Yeah. Anyway, can someone carry me? This is starting to become a very long walk, and my knees are really starting to hurt.
No.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh. Okay.
But, I mean, if you tell me what your fate really said, I could have Adam over here carry you.
What my fate really said?
Yeah.
Oh, something about I'm gonna suffer for the rest of my life. Probably something to do with the rheumatism. I don't know.
See, now that's more believable. Hey, Adam, can you go ahead and give our elderly friend here a lift?
Oh, thank you. I very much appreciate that.
Well,
I suppose I can do that. However, it is against my parameters to allow the tainted to touch me.
You are quite correct, Adam. I apologize. Henry, stay away.
Henry was sitting there like ready to go like uppies. He's like, oh.
I'm sorry, did he say the tainted?
Yeah, it's what we call you all that don't believe in Sutter as the real god.
That is extremely prejudiced.
Of course.
I really wish we could have found out what your fate was, but she had to wrap up, unfortunately.
I would have liked to as well. Might have been cool.
Anybody get a business card or anything?
What if it conflicted with the fate you've already been told, though?
Doubtful. My rune reader is never wrong.
No.
As he says that, I'm flipping through my book. I'm like,
Huh. Your god's not in here. False.
Yeah,
No.
you have
Yeah, he's flipping through. He's essentially flipping through. It'd be the equivalent of the Bible or the Quran or something of that nature.
yeah,
Um,
biblical book.
yeah, like biblical text.
Holy book.
Holy, thank you, a spiritual book, spiritual tome, if you will. This one specifically is descriptions of the divine natures of the 12 divine beings on the pantheon. So the prime pantheon gods. This one is only the 12 gods.
Mhm.
In Borea, the only gods that are allowed to be worshipped are the 12 prime gods. In Deboria, the only magic that's allowed to be practiced in most civilized areas is that of a spiritual nature. People like Henry are literally hunted if they practice magic.
I'm gonna look at him flipping through his book. I'm like, also prejudice. Both of you are presumptuous. Wow.
But will any of you carry me? I'm just be staring at Brom.
I'm just gonna close the book and be like, in my world, we wouldn't even come in contact.
Yeesh.
You guys are a bunch of prejudicial bastards.
Excuse me, two of us are
Three.
Actually, yeah, Henry's a racist fuck, so
Hey,
Since
what
I'm
I
old?
yes.
Eventually, as you guys are having these conversations and as you're going through, a couple of things are happening. One, Vinsire. In the high noon sun, you come across, about an hour outside of Calypso, a patch of new rot.
Ooh.
Nothing around it except for rot. It's small. You almost walk right past it. It's just a patch of grass. It's about the size of your torso, equivalency.
Okay. Well, I gotta go get a sample. I gotta do some investigating here.
If you're gonna get a sample, we're gonna do a survival check.
Okay. 18.
What
An 18. On an 18, you're able to get your sample.
All right. What does the plant life right around it look like? Does it look like it's halfway dead? Is it going, or is it just
Anything that the rot touches is dead
Oh.
at this point. This rot is you get with an 18 on your survival check. I'll give you this as well as the clippings. The rot that you saw in Calypso was just a normal out of season root rot, right?
Mm-hmm.
This root rot is the root rot that you are familiar with.
Oh man.
Vinsire, why are you collecting dead grass?
Why do you kill people?
It's fun.
Well, we all have hobbies.
Fair enough.
I'm jotting notes down on parchment, getting my sample, got my herbalism kit out, I'm sitting down next to this stuff. Just I just need 1 minute.
Yes, let's all just stop and wait for you.
To collect some dead grass and then write in your book about it.
By all means, continue on.
You can't
My
even
knees
talk.
hurt.
Can't you even talk to that kind of plant? It's already dead.
No, yeah, no, I can't. It's dead. That's right. That's a good point. It's not.
While they're all heckling Vinsire, I'm gonna squat next to him and be like, "So what are you actually doing?"
We gotta start somewhere, man. This isn't normal. This is bad. This bad.
But like, what's wrong with it?
I want you to take a look at it, and then take a real nice, good look at it. Bang.
It's dead.
It's all dead. It's not natural.
Yeah, so as he holds up the sample, he's pulled out a root. The grass itself, like the flower, the grass is like kind of not rotted. It's like wilted. It looks like it's been like burnt by the sun almost. But it's in this one small patch. However, when he pulls up the root and shows you the root of this little grass nodule he pulled out, he had the root itself has this gross fungal rot on it. It's like eating, and you can like with your keen perception, your keen eyesight, you can physically see bacteria like eating away at the root.
Give it like a sniff to smell.
Yeah, there's. You know what?
I feel like something like this would be like putrid.
Make an insight check.
Really bad. Insight 6.
You get nothing. It doesn't seem familiar in any way, and there's nothing that it like stokes. Just smells kind of earthy, but like kind of like a
I'm just
pile of
like
rotten leaves.
like mold. Yeah.
smelling the dirt that was sticking to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's I see what you're talking about. That's weird. I've never seen something decay that quickly before.
Only words I had for it is bad. Not quite sure what it is. That's why we gotta start somewhere, my man.
Another word I guess you could add to it is eerie. It's kind of unsettling.
Eerie. Yep. It's all
Hey,
bad.
Whenever you guys are done smelling dead grass, you want to get going again so we can get there before the evening?
I told you minutes ago you could carry on, my wayward son.
Look at the last time we left somebody in the group. They almost died.
Yeah,
Look at the
right.
last 2 times.
I'm sitting with them. If you guys want to keep walking, we can catch up.
Catch up.
All right.
You got Henry with you. He's not that fast.
I mean, yeah, realistically, we will catch up pretty quickly.
Well, hey, now I'm pretty virile.
Yeah, but I've seen you all move, and I hate to break it to you, I think I'm quicker than half of you.
You're not sprinting. You're not doing a marathon sprint anytime soon.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you when you're done doing whatever it is you're doing.
It'll be minutes.
3 hours later. We got distracted.
But yeah, so I'll put the samples away and be like, if you see anything else like it, let me know. This is the first I've seen it over here, around here.
I will be your eyes. I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely weird.
Yeah, me either. So, yep, that'd be great. And we'll push onward.
Vinsire, as you hold up the sample in your flask in front of you between you and Kit, I need you and Kit to both make perception checks at disadvantage.
Hey!
You're blinded.
9.
15.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
It's a high DC. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I can ask about it later. Have a thing I can do.
I'll just make sure it's sealed nice and good. Make
Your
sure
people don't know anything about it?
What's that?
Your people don't know anything about it?
We know it's bad.
Well, I can try and see if my people might know.
That'd be... We could
But
check. Yeah.
It'll be very non-descriptive, what they tell me.
I mean, I'd take anything, really, to be honest with you. So...
Well, tonight I'll ask.
That would be great. Thank you. I don't know how... Well, sure. Cool. Exciting. All right. A lead. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're on
So,
the case.
as you guys double time it, and as they walk their normal pace, you quickly catch up. This wasn't like you guys were 5 minutes behind. You're like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
So as you guys catch up, within the hour, you reach the outer gates of of Blackmore.
Blackmore.
We are at the wall. before Hyzata.
So you have made it to Blackmore. You will begin walking into the city, and you make it to some of the shops. So I think you said you wanted to look at some shops. So the first thing that you come across is the Ebony and Ivory Trading Company.
It's the first time we're gonna go inside.
The first shop that I'm looking for, Andrew, is the one that Adam told me about, the art shop.
Ebony and I.
That's Ebony and Ivory Trading.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he tried to sell something else. Got it.
So
That works.
as you guys walk into this store, you're immediately hit with the scent of perfume. It's this kind of like real rich lavender. It is just like kind of permeates through the entire building. It's not overpowering. It's very pleasant for most of you. Kazamak, you'd probably find it kind of repugnant. Everyone else would find it pretty pleasant. Especially you, Bensire, you would find it lovely. It smells like fresh lavender.
Smells like shit in here.
What you see as you look around, you have these kind of very soft pinks and whites, like different tones of whites and pinks throughout. Like it's just kind of like almost monochromatic, but just kind of like this very soft burst of like soft pink. This very, very elegant couple comes striding out from behind a curtain in the back. They are two high elves who come striding up to you. They introduce themselves. First, the lady takes a little curtsy and says, "Hello and welcome to our fine establishment, the Ebony and Ivory Trading Company. I'm Eleonora Blackwood, and this is my partner, Xavier White." Xavier bows gently, goes, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Yeah, my name is Kazmak, and I'll like extend out a hand.
She takes it gently and like just kind of like brings it in and kisses it softly, and then he like clasps you on the shoulder. Well, welcome.
You guys have quite the trading post here.
We like to think so. Yes, we do.
Well, I come really more to try and sell or barter something more so than buy, but I'm hoping I was told anyways it might be something you'd be interested in. And
Well, let us have a look and we'll appraise it for you.
I'll rifle through my bag and pull out my nudie mags. And I came across these murals not too long ago. They're in decent condition.
Oh, these are beautiful, aren't they, dear?
And the gentleman kind of like looks appraisingly at them and goes, "Without the water damage, I would say they'd fetch you an even 1,000 gold apiece. But with the slight water damage, I would say around 750 gold for each."
Yeah, that sounds quite fair.
We can certainly accommodate that. Is this part of a larger set, or is this?
Yes, I have 5.
I think there's a total of 8, right?
Yeah, I only have 5 because Brahm took 3 because he was going to destroy them because it was against his religion. Yeah.
Already burned them.
Okay. So those 5, they ring up, they take them back, they clean them up real quick, kind of look at them one more time. So,
4 bands.
So you would like to sell them?
Yes, if it's something you're interested in. I find myself on the road more often than not, and not something I really necessarily need. The coin would do better.
We can do for 750 for each.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair price.
You guys make the exchange.
Perfect. I shake his hand once again.
Okay.
Now, quite happy that I have pocketed a decent amount of gold, feeling like I'm on my way to winning big at the casino.
Okay. So, is that everyone Anyone else want to do anything in here? As you look around, they have a lot of beautiful artwork. They have some statuettes of like these ivory statuettes of dragons. They've got some like real exotic like tapestries, like silk tapestries. You see, basically, you see a lot of things that you would like to buy for your new real estate venture. So you have like an old mosaic tile set, this really beautiful scrying mirror, this antique engraved spyglass, a bunch of stuff like that.
Very cool. The excuse me. The this mirror here, what does it do? Is it an antique or is it magical?
Oh, it's both. It's magical in nature and it's antique. Over 300 years old, as far as we know.
What
I
what
bought
is
it
it?
off of a pirate who got it out of Calypso.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes.
The pirates do seem to bring in a fair amount of unique items for sure.
A lot of it's taken off ships bound for trade from Deboria to Steelhaven or from Steelhaven to Deboria. But as long as it's not coming from Blackmore, no one gives a damn.
Hey, business is business. What are you looking to get for it?
This, and it's not like a hand mirror by any
Yeah.
means.
A
This is like
wardrobe mirror.
Yeah, this is a big ass full body mirror. He goes, "This is 4,000 gold."
Well, for that kind of money, what does it do?
It's a scrying mirror. It allows you to scry on anyone or anything,
Interesting.
regardless of your magical affinity.
Now, am I able to do it on anybody like as many times as I want, or
I don't believe I've ever seen a limitation, and I've pushed its limits.
well, that is extraordinary. What do you have anything? What else do you have? I just want to kind of look around, see if anything else catches my eye. So there's artwork and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a lot of like artwork. You see, there's like a lot of these like ivory. The main attraction are these ivory dragon statuettes. There's like a dozen of them throughout the store. They're all like different individual dragons. Like the faces are intricately carved to the point that you can tell that they are all different dragons and different subspecies of dragon. But they're all in ivory and they're all like climbing up different mountainscapes.
That's super cool. What about these? These are beautiful.
Yes. Well, there's a dozen of them total, and for the set, the price is 24,000 gold pieces.
Huh. Well, I have just come across some recently undeveloped real estate. Maybe when it's a little bit better to accept something like this, I'll stop back in.
Well, I'm told that each of these dragons brings the bearer, the owner, I should say, because they're quite large as well. They're about the size of your torso. Like these are all meant to be like in your
like room
like
or
in your like in the
entryway or
room.
something. Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm told that each brings astounding abilities to its owner.
Interesting. What you own them currently? What
Nothing
abilities?
Nothing that I can see. You, darling. She goes, nothing that I've seen.
Huh.
Do I believe them? Are they lying through their teeth?
Make an insight check.
Do you mind if I look closer at them?
Natural 20.
Seem to be telling the truth. All they're doing is saying what they were told when they bought the stuff. They're not like selling you up a river. They're not like, they're literally just saying like, this guy said
this when he sold them to us. Yeah. Do you mind if I take a closer look at them?
No, by all means, go right ahead.
I would like to kind of like go over to to one of them, or maybe if there's a couple nearby each other, and I want to try to cast Identify.
Ritually, or are you going to burn a spell slot?
I'll burn a spell slot for it.
Yeah, so you cast Identify. The ivory dragon statuette that you catch in your Identify spell that you touch, it's this real beautiful, like chromatic dragon. The color's indiscriminate, but it's this. You get that it's this chromatic dragon statuette. You get that it's part of a set, and you get that owning the set gives you a gift. It is a portion of a set of magical items.
Do I get any like what type? Like what does it do? Like what do they do?
It's enchantment. The spell type is enchantment.
Interesting. Okay. Does it feel like protection?
No, it does not feel like abjuration magic at all.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna like look at him closely, like, so where is the ivory sourced from? And I'm like kind of like
look over at Brahm.
Look over at Brahm, like, it's not like from people, is it?
So this ivory is like huge. This is like huge chunks of ivory. He goes, to be honest, ivory is often just dragon bone.
Okay, I mean, I'm not a, someone of high taste. I was just curious because the gentleman we've been traveling with, he's got the things, so.
He's got some real ivory. Might sell it for a price. And I'll like wink at Brahm.
I'm gonna look at all of you bitches and be like,
you guys want to poach this man in his sleep?
I was about to say, I'm like, you motherfuckers better not.
I mean, I'm not trying to sell you off, Brahm. I was actually concerned for your people. I was hoping you didn't know if there was like a weird illicit trade going on. But I mean, I guess good to know it's dragon instead.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to him. Couldn't really tell, but there's something special for sure. Well, I don't really need anything more at the moment. I appreciate your business, though. If I come across anything else unique, I'll definitely stop in.
Well, keep us in mind on your journeys. And thank you for stopping in, and please come back again soon.
No, I will.
And as you guys exit, you come across another shop. Looming, or hiding directly in front of the Silver Serpent Union is Tilda's Textile.
Yeah.
Tilda, you see through the window, is a fawn. It seems to be a female fawn because she is wearing a little sundress. As you guys walk into Tilda's Textiles, you see she is indeed a fawn, and she introduces herself. Well, hello there. I'm Tilda. What can I do for you? You look around the shop. She's got a bunch of stuff. She's got like dresses. She's got suits. She's got like fancy robes. She's got like hand-woven blankets. She's got tapestry. She's got like fancy belts, scarves, shit like that. But she's also got like on a couple of like draped over a couple of like mannequin shoulders are a couple of cloaks that are on display in like the center of the store. She goes, I've got a whole bunch of things on offer. If you're just looking for normal clothes, I have those as well. I know some of you look a little like maybe they've seen a little worse for wear lately. So we do have a discount on last season's fashions. And then we also have the absolute best in, linen and such type of suits and dresses and silk garments and such of that sort. We also got, and you see she's kind of like fidgeting with her hands, not making eye contact at all as she goes. She goes, we also got a lot of cloaks here. in the center of the store. You help yourself and have a look. And she like kind of, if you need me, I'll just give me a holler. She like goes to storm off and goes back and goes, oh, my name's Tilda. If I didn't say it, my name's Tilda. Give me a holler. Name's Tilda.
Thank you,
She like
Tilda.
walks off. Never made eye contact for more than a second.
One of my own.
I was gonna say that's like me in real life now.
Yeah.
After COVID fucked me.
Human interaction is hard. Can I go check out some of those cloaks?
Yeah, so as you walk up to the cloaks, they are all very fancy. You basically you're looking at the back of the cloak. They have like the mannequin turned around, so you're looking at like the full back of the cloak. First in front of you is this soft green cloak overlaid with darker green leaf type patterns, all with this kind of like stem green colored fine thread woven through it. Just looking at it, you can tell that it's magical just by the intricacy of like this had to have been done by magic. Like it had to have been.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it is inherently. However, sitting on the pedestal right in front of the mannequin is a small little hand-painted sign, like a handwritten sign, and it says simply "The Cloak of Elvenkind." Next to it, it says 350 GP.
Ooh, interesting.
The next one you come to is this very almost like so formal it's like informal. Like it's like over the top to the point where it's like ridiculous, so that it's like it, you know what I mean? Like it's so ridiculous. It's like wearing an orange tuxedo. Like yeah, it's a tuxedo, but it's
you're not gonna just wear it. Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of it looks like that. So it just kind of like gives off this vibe of like, and it's this real kind of like stormy like sky color. And it says the cloak of many fashions, 250 gold pieces.
It's a classic.
You come to the next one. It's this dark purple, kind of like heavy velvet cape. It's got this dark black hood, and you can see the black continues down over the shoulders and over the back. And as you take a step back and look at it, you realize that the black is in the pattern and shape of like a drawn bat. It looks like a bat. The sign says "Cloak of the Bat," 475 gold pieces.
I like bats.
And the last one is this soft gray, drab-looking cloak. It has a hood that partially it has like one of the face cowls, like a partial face cowl that obscures the face. The sign says "The Cloak of Displacement," 650 gold pieces.
Mm.
I'm gonna Tilda?
Oh, yeah, yes. Hi, yeah, I'm Tilda. What can I do for you?
These cloaks are really expensive. Do they do anything?
Well, they do all sorts of things. Which one were you interested in? The fancy green one's my favorite.
Yeah, that one actually kind of reminded me of home. I was curious. It just seemed kind of like pricey.
Let me get the actual thing open.
I mean, I'm aware of what it actually does.
It says, so she kind of like looks at it for a second. She goes, well, as I understand it from the person who sold it to me, while you wear this cloak with its hood up, it makes you a lot harder to see. So if you're one of them sneaky types or a person who likes to be in the woods a lot, this might come in handy.
I'm gonna like kind of look at it and be like, I mean, that would really be helpful. And what was the price on it?
It's 350 gold.
I mean, that seems reasonable. I might look to Henry and be like, that seems reasonable, right?
For the magic imbued and the finest, I mean, It seems reasonable, but I mean, I've seen these things go for 250.
250. Well, that's. I mean, that's what I paid for it. It'd be like I didn't make anything.
Well, I mean, if you paid 250, then I mean, I could give you like 300, and that's still 50 gold.
Make a persuasion check. Each of you make. Well, okay. Each of you can make one, or one of you can make it at advantage.
Take it at advantage.
We can at persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
We can roll together. I'm not. I'm
Okay.
not very good at it.
I don't like my modifiers. That's what that says.
She showed her hand. I rolled. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my inspiration because I don't want that roll. 15.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
I think
DC was 14. You get her down to 300 gold. She goes, I could do 300 gold.
okay. I feel a little bit better about that, knowing that we both kind of won in that situation, and I'll like extend a little paw.
And she shakes your hand. She makes brief eye contact and holds it for like 3 seconds.
Pleasure doing business with you.
What about this gray cloak over here? What does it do? It looks kind of crappy for being 650, and I don't even mean that in like a bargaining situation. It just looks plain, comparatively, anyways.
No, I agree. However, I've tried it on, and well, I can tell you it does what it does as it's supposed to, which is makes you harder to hit. I put it on and had my buddy Elvin take a couple of swings, and he couldn't land anything.
Really?
Yeah. Eventually, he did hit me, and then he was able to hit me pretty normally. But for a while there, he was really swinging and missing.
Interesting. You don't take any form of like other magical items in trade, would you? Just purely gold?
Well, it'd have to be, garment based or something I could offload pretty easily, like a ring or something.
Oh, okay. I don't have anything along those lines. Just I have something magical, but not really clothing or ring based. Maybe once I get the gold, I'll come back and look at it. That does sound super convenient, making you harder to hit.
Well, hold on now, Kazmak. I also had my eye on that particular item there.
You know what? I'll take it. Cash.
Bidding war. Bidding war.
But if you truly do want it, I'm willing to be the bigger man, tainted as I am, and let you have it.
Well, I don't really need it. I was really hoping to do more of a barter for it rather than spend money, but unfortunately I don't really have anything in the means of rings or cloaks at the moment.
I mean, watch, it's pretty cool. She puts it on, and a little, an exact like holographic replica of her, like almost a near perfect illusion, is standing like 5 feet in front of her. She goes,
Oh wow.
He kept swinging and missing and couldn't figure out where I was actually standing. And then eventually got wise and hit me. And then he was able to, pretty much just wail on me. But for a while there, he was not able to do anything, sir.
Well, that is very impressive. I cannot say I've come across something like that before.
And I could let it go for as low as 625 gold.
Well, I mean, having you drop the price a little bit, I mean, again, this might not interest you, but I'll show you. See if you want it. And I'm gonna pull out my goggles of night. Again, I mean, I don't think it's something you'd necessarily want. It's not a ring or a cloak, but they are magical and they have helped me more often than not.
What is it?
Goggles of night.
It is a wearable.
It is. You can wear it.
No, I am definitely interested. I could do This plus 100 gold.
Make it 75, and I'll give them to you right now.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna nudge Henry and be like, do that trick again. Thing you did.
No.
Persuasion is my least thing. Four. A 4.
A 4?
I have a -1 on persuasion.
That's
Yeah,
a
you-
Boy
first.
has no charisma.
Okay, I'll allow you to make an intimidation check instead. So intimidation checks can be made with your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier.
It's funny because my character's big, but he's still a magic caster, so your boy's not very intimidating either.
No.
Now, if I could do it as an intelligence, shit, brother, I'll make a deception. Fuck
Do you
it.
have flash? Wait, do you have flash of genius yet?
I don't know. No,
It's a-
I don't get it yet.
You don't have it yet. Okay.
I don't even know what that does, honestly.
It's a reaction that allows you to add your intelligence modifier to any roll.
Oh, that's sick. I'll definitely get that.
Yeah.
No, it was a 4.
Okay. Yeah. 4. No.
Oh, well, you know what?
And
I feel like 100 is probably fair. And I'll just pull out 100 gold pieces and hand them to her with the ring, or with the goggles.
Okay. Are those real goggles or the fake goggles?
They're not real. They're fake. Well, no, they are real.
Yeah.
But they're not real. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of my infusions.
They're an infusion.
Yeah.
And we're about to
They're
burn
a
this.
replicate item infusion.
We're
Yes,
about to
yeah.
burn this store the first night we're in town.
And only not until I drop them. Oh shit.
So yeah, she takes them, puts them on a mannequin, takes 100 gold and hands you the cloak of displacement.
Well, I really appreciate doing business with you. Do yourself a favor and try those suckers on tonight. They're pretty cool.
Will do. Thank you very much, sir.
You as well. The pleasure's all mine.
Arrest this man. Mechanically, at what point do they disappear?
Never. So I can no. So once I make an infusion, the only way they disappear is if I die, and after 3 days they'll disappear. Or if I dismiss them or create, like if I say I don't want to make these anymore, or don't want them anymore.
He only gets 2 a day.
Yeah. So now I'm down to
So-
1 until I dismiss it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna hold them until we leave town, and then I'll dismiss it. Let's see here. Or I'll wait till someone buys them. Maybe next time we're in town, I'll check in and be like, "Yo, did someone buy those?" Dismissed.
That's a good idea.
Someone's in a dungeon and they have they're like a mile into like the Underdark. Oh god!
I was scammed.
My guess is you'll have to dismiss them long before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Long
For
before.
the sake for the sake of role playing, Andrew.
No, I think you will. I think you will just have to. Knowing what's coming up soon enough, you will be in a dungeon crawl pretty soon. You guys will have to get it. It's Dungeons and Dragons. So you
True.
eventually have to have a dungeon and a dragon.
But I don't like dungeons or dragons, Andrew.
Oh. Well, this game, I should
Oh.
have briefed you. This game features both heavily.
I like open fields.
Why didn't you say something?
Like open fields and newts and quokkas. I like open fields and quokkas.
Oh god, I want to play that game.
Guys, I like open fields and quokkas. Make a quokka check. Everyone shares their best quokka meme on quokka checks.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, yeah, so you guys make your exchange in Tilda's Textiles. She thanks you. She goes, is there anyone else who would like to purchase one of these 2 remaining cloaks? The cloak of any fashions can change itself to look like anything. Any cloak of any type. The cloak of the bat, well, it is fantastic. And she throws it on.
I'm a bat.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this sucker on, making sure to wear my cloak, where my tail is still visible on it.
So she throws on the cloak of the bat and like goes over to this like dimly lit area. There's this small barrel. It's not very big. It's like definitely too small to hide her. She hides down behind it, and you swear to God, it's almost impossible to see her.
With the cloak on?
Yeah.
Really? Ooh.
Yep. Above table, it gives advantage on dexterity stealth checks. In an area of dim light or darkness, you can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet.
That's sick.
Fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
While wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat. And indeed, you see from behind the barrel comes a bat.
That's
it
sick.
flaps around your heads, and before you can react, she right back in front of you from a bat form is Tilda.
Now that is very cool.
Says, "I'm Batman."
Is that so? It you polymorph back when you go into regular light?
No, she just dropped it.
Okay, so it's just the flying thing that can catch you weird.
Yeah, you lose your flying capabilities. So if you're flying and someone turns the lights on, fall.
That's like Icarus.
Yep.
Fly close to the sun.
Straight to jump.
But that's the cloak of the bat.
That is sick.
She goes, so anyone? If y'all like them, I could easily wrap it up for you.
Already wearing my new green cloak, price tag still on it. I'm good. I'm a little light.
Yeah, I think I got this. I appreciate it though.
That is very cool though. But I think
Henry's
this one,
grappling with a decision.
I know.
He's thinking about the cloak of.
He's very upset. I took the cloak.
Yeah, I'm
his,
trying to figure out how I get that
placement.
cloak from
if you
Kaznak.
buy it, you have to scream "I am vengeance" every time.
I am the knight.
I am vengeance.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think I do appreciate your wares. They're very good. I may be back for some of that silk. I do need some new underwear, but I'm good for now. Thank you very much. You've been a very very helpful shopkeep. Very informative. Very good job.
Well, thank you very much, and come back again soon whenever you get the chance. Thank you for coming to Tilda's. And she like stands there awkwardly for like a good 2 seconds.
I'm just gonna like nod and be like, "This is weird,"
and then she steps off.
Yeah, odd woman.
All
right.
Yeah, she was a little weird, huh?
Yeah, you know, everybody has their own thing.
I thought she was fantastic.
You would.
Thank you, Ben Sire. Point of inspiration for liking the DM cameo.
Damn.
Yeah, I made myself a slightly autistic shopkeep this round.
So it's Andrew, but as a shopkeep.
Let me go back. I want to have sex with her.
See if I ever open my Pokemon store. So,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
step,
a card right there.
as you guys step out of Tilda's, we're gonna take a break. So,
Yeah.
go ahead and take a 15-minute break. I'll see you guys back here. Christian, decompress, do your thing, and I'll see you guys back here in 15 minutes.
Sweet.
And welcome back to Dungeons After Dark. Welcome back from the break. Welcome back from your treaties. Welcome back to your potty breaks and all those other things that you do when you take your breaks. All we really did was sit literally right where we are currently and talk about bullshit.
I ate soup.
That's what we did for 15 minutes. So welcome back from the break. And we're going to hop right back in with you guys leaving the shop, leaving the, I want to say costume shop, but the textile shop. The only thing that's left in the town that you haven't been to is the ship shop. And you know that you have no shot of looking at the ships on offer. You know you have no shot of affording them currently.
Without
We
stealing.
can at least get a price, right?
Tens of thousands.
Gonna steal
Cheapest
a ship
one's
off
probably
the
like
island.
50.
Like, is there a price tag? Is there like a come inside and or email about price, or like you gotta call in?
Is there a sticker price? Do we see sticker prices on the sides of the ship, like
You
MSRP?
see no painted sticker prices on the side of the ship.
Damn it. I have no desire to go there at this point.
No dude spinning a sign on his hand that says, "Here is the price. Please
Buy here, pay here, baby. Come on."
Just want to have a goal, you know.
Well, does anyone else need to do any more shopping? I'm pretty shopped out, honestly. Got everything I need.
I have gambling to do and drinking. I have drinking and gambling to do.
Yeah.
Vin and I have a really fun game to play.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock at this point. Like between the shopping, the walking back and forth, the finishing the jaunt. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
So, are we nearing exhaustion right now?
No, not yet.
We had 2 short rests, remember?
You'll be nearing exhaustion around 10 p.m.
Yeah, because short rest doesn't negate exhaustion points.
Does it stop them though?
I mean, some classes it does, but
10 p.m. you'll be hitting the point of exhaustion.
We'll be loose off the baby juice going into that fucking undergrounds.
But you'll immediately long rest and lose it, so it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's true. We'll just be exhausted. Well, you guys ready to head towards the casino, turn these crowns in, and
mm-hmm.
So you'll remember that you only had the top floor for the night.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to get rooms this evening unless you're comped again this evening for some reason. I'd love the face comp. Yeah, so
fine.
But yeah, you will have to get rooms if you intend to sleep here. You don't know of another inn. In fact, you've been told there is no other inn because they've shut down all the other inns. So the second floor,
Monopoly.
The second floor is basically a Motel 8.
Damn.
Question.
Yeah.
As we're walking around town, now that we're back in it, what are people like batting eyes at the severed head tied to Kazamak's waist, or has that just been kosher?
You catch furtive glances at it, but no one is like staring. No one seems like so abrupt, like so put off that they're gonna like say something. It seems this is this is not known. Even just
pirate
like
town.
you walking through, like this is known as like an outlaw town.
I know what I'm about.
Not really a pirate town, but an outlaw town. Think like the Wild West. Like there's authority here, but it's
only just.
Very, yeah, but like
think Rango.
That authority is incredibly corrupt.
Hell yeah.
Like the person, I mean, you met Vittorio. Vittorio is the Lord Mayor of Blackmore.
Literally a crime boss.
He's the duly elected Lord Mayor of the city 8 years in a row. He is the owner of the Silver Serpent Casino. And he is outwardly known, commonly known as the leader of the Silver Serpent gang. So, I mean, like you've met the guy in charge of Blackmore. You've met the authority, the corrupt power. That is Vittorio.
And he had us assassinate his own men, so what does that tell you?
I understand. I just wanted to see if there was like common rabble. It would be like.
Yeah, I mean, they're just used to the kind of like nature of the town. There's a lot of bounty hunting in a place like this, right? Because if you're, let's say somebody from Blackmore, an outlaw from Blackmore robs, a wealthy merchant from Steelhaven on the road from Calypso or something, right?
They'll send somebody to kill him.
Yeah, they can't send an army, and like because then the Calypso would send their army, right? So like They can't send an army, so the only thing they can do, since nobody owns Blackmore, is send assassins, send bounty hunters to bring them back.
I'm open to all propositions if anyone approaches me.
So
Yes, I'll kill again.
yes, I'll kill again. As you guys make your way to the Silver Serpent Casino, in and through the doors, you come around the bend. As you like turn to your left a little bit, you see the bartender there, the lovely Air Genasi Alice Eugene. She goes, as you walk into the door, she goes, "Welcome back to the Silver Serpent Casino. Can I offer you a drink?"
2 ales.
I'll take one as well.
Yes.
Leave on the house. Enjoy your stay. She gives everyone an ale.
Sweet.
I think Kid asked for 2.
Aneth takes his and gobbles it up.
And I'll look to you like, well, what one's for you?
I'm ready to spend some money. What a profitable day this has been.
So, if you're ready to spend some money, as you look around, as you're drinking your ale, there's these, as a reminder, there's these 4 quadrants that the main floor is built on, right? So it's built, the floor has been split into 4 with the bar kind of off center, kind of in the center. So there's the 4 games. You have Dragon's Dice. We roll 5d6. You've played this one, right? Goblin's Cup. We literally put 2 dice. You don't have to put them in a cup. You can just roll them in your hands, but you roll them simultaneously. You roll 2d6s. You literally are just counting. There'll be other people playing at the table. No matter what, everyone will play every game. So
Even if it's NPCs, yeah.
Yeah, even if you're just playing a passerby NPC, you're going to play the game. Some of you will. Not everybody has to, but some of you can. And then we also have, so Goblin's Cup is you pick, like I say, you roll a 2 and a 3. You're hoping that other people also roll a 2 or a 3. You don't want them to roll both, because then they also get those points, because then you add those points up. So for every 2, you get a point. For every 3, you get a point. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if we each roll, if everyone at the table rolls 2 dice, that's 12 dice. You get a point for every 2 or 3 out of those 12. Person with the highest point total wins the pot. So you can go from 50 gold to 300 gold in a single round.
Sounds good to me, brother. Let me add them.
So there's that one. Then you got rollies, which is everyone rolls heads up. You keep going until you literally just keep rolling until there's only head to head, and then the head to head go. Whoever wins takes the pot. You have King's Gambit. Each player draws 3 cards, turns them face up. Now each player decides to replace cards or replace an opponent's cards. You can't replace your own. You can only replace an opponent's. Each card costs 25, or excuse me, each card costs 5 gold to the pot. So if you want to, if I draw 3 aces and you want to replace all 3 aces, that's 15 gold to the pot. And then you just draw 3 cards at random and replace them, and that goes back and forth until house versus the audience, back and forth until it's done, and that's the games. And that's what you see. So, who would like to step into my house of tricks and horrors, known as the Silver Serpent Casino?
Do we not need to, holding my like mug, do we not need to finish the job first and then we can play?
I mean, we've got to walk through all the games to get to him anyways. He's over there still, it looks like. Do I see him?
You do say Vittorio. You do see Vittorio sitting there. You kind of see him like looking expectantly this direction.
Just like give a thumbs up.
He goes.
Nah.
Just gives like a slow, awkward thumbs up.
I'll look to the group. I think that means he's okay. I think good job. Thumbs up.
I mean, I'm sure he knows we're good for it. It's still early in the night. Maybe hit a game or 2 on the way to him.
The bartender, Alice strides up and goes, "Mr. Vittorio will see you now."
Okay.
Well, I guess we won't be hitting any games.
Henry, make a perception check. Kit, you actually would glance this without having to roll.
Nice.
Ooh, good roll. Rolling good tonight. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. Henry, Kit, you would clock this passively. Henry, you clock this because it's a magic item. She's wearing a message ring.
Nice.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Very common magical item.
Are all the like staff here wearing some sort of like messaging thing, or
You look around, you don't notice that they are. It seems to be just this
More
select.
senior people.
does it look like really common looking? Like it's just enchanted with like, or is it?
No, it's literally a sapphire carved into an M. Like it's like and they're like common. Like the person who made who came up with these rings, mass made them. Like it was literally like turning like cheap, like initial rings, like think like M for Megan, literally is what they
Like
were.
the
And
gas
turn
station
these-
ones.
And turn these into message rings.
Literally just sweat shopping.
I got a mood changing message ring.
First M became the question.
Not Michael, not me.
M-E, alphabetical. Thank you.
I'll follow Vin's lead and just slam my beer and then put it down.
All right.
Heads up, Alice.
You guys want more?
Yeah, I'm gonna get another round.
And she
On
strides
the
up to you.
house.
So, as you'll remember, each is a silver from this point forward. If you're playing, you get a single round per game.
Guess we gotta play a lot of games, get a lot of free beer.
And it's a silver.
It's a silver for an ale, yes. If you'd like a shot of whiskey, that is 5 silver.
Do those.
Aged
I
in
don't-
an oak barrel that was charred slightly by hand torch.
Ooh. Well, I'm not about playing games, so I'll take a shot of whiskey. And I'll plink down some silver.
Clink down a gold. 2 of those.
Okay, so she quickly pulls out 3 shot glasses, pours 3 shots of whiskey, just like in a straight line, just spilling like near a drop, and then pushes them out, separates them to 3 of you, and sits back and collects the gold and silver.
I'm just gonna like smell funk.
Yeah, it's good whiskey. Yeah, I think of it as like
Some
kind of
Woodford,
like well,
or better than Woodford.
I'd say
Like
kind of slightly better than Woodford.
Blanton's.
Jefferson's, kind of like a Jefferson's blend.
okay,
Yeah.
Blanton's bourbon, baby.
hell yeah.
So, as you guys take your shots, they are delicious. You drink your ales, they are also delicious. And yeah, table's yours, gentlemen.
So
Well-
are we heading over to Vittorio?
Yeah,
Probably a good idea.
yeah, I assume so.
Okay. I guess I'll need.
So
Do I does anyone get bonked in the head with my hanging head as I walk past the tables?
no, but you hear a couple people go, "Ugh, the decorum, lack thereof.
Mmm.
Can you believe in a place like this? Get a lot of those.
Perfect.
So as you guys make your way to Vittorio, you overhear a lot of that. But otherwise unaccosted as you make your way through the velvet rope and up to Vittorio's giant velvet couch. So the little goblin overlord sits there, surrounded by his crime family. You see a total of about 11 people here. About 6 of them look to be of like entertainment. You see like male and female entertainment here. Sexual entertainment.
Boobies.
Boobies. Yeah. A lot of boobies and male camel toes. A lot
Bang,
of,
bang,
lot of
bang.
tight pants. A lot of boobies and tight pants. So that's what you got.
Battle of the bulges.
From about 6 of them there, evenly split down the middle. And then the other 5 look to be armed. These are like security personnel. And they're not like worried
Aggressive,
about people.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're just like there.
Yeah.
Is Orion there?
Orion is not there.
We do the same thing. I'm gonna press against the velvet rope, not crossing it, but just like we're here.
He goes, so you've got the artifacts, the items.
I like look. I don't have him on me, but I'll like look to the group.
I'll whip them suckers out of my bag. Yeah, they were there just like you said.
Good. And my problem I see has been taken care of.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of like gesture to my hip.
I take it that's not for me then.
Someone else. More of a trophy than anything.
All right. Fair enough. So, down to business then. He snaps his fingers. Out behind the curtain steps this tall human figure, this human man, who quickly walks up and goes, hello, my name is Elvin. Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. I'm Kazmak. I'll just like nod.
I will be in charge of these legal proceedings. Just a few quick notes and jostlings of some names and some titles transferred, and we'll be on our way. Vittorio goes, you understand, everything's got to be above board. I am Lord Mayor, after all. So, down to business. You get the real estate property, like the whole manor, the grounds. It's about 2 acres, 3 buildings. You can keep whatever you find there. I understand that they were attempting to build some structures, so any building materials you can use. Additionally, I agreed and verbally that you would not have to restore the property. I will restore the property for you, and I will hold myself to that as your Lord Mayor. And that brings me to our next thing. So, we got this little thing called a guild registry. He snaps his fingers, and Elvin brings this book off his hip. It's this big book. Henry, you have seen the guild registry before. I'll leave it at that. The guild registry. He hands it to Vittorio. Vittorio, the book is about as big as Vittorio's fucking torso.
Body.
Yeah, like it's as big as Vittorio's torso. It's like sitting on it, like next to him on the couch now. He's kind of like thumbing through it to a blank page. He goes, see, every name in this ledger is an active member in some sort of registered group in one of the registered cities of, well, Zata. He goes, we even got a few foreign cities. There's like a few Deborian cities that like take part in the guild registry. They just kind of like flips past those pages and he comes to a blank page. He goes, all we have to do here is register your group in our here guild registry. That makes you a legal organization in one of the cities, the free cities of Zata. Now you're able to own real estate anywhere in any of the cities. If someone were to die, you come back to one of the administrators of one of the cities and inform them they will strike their name. If you add a new member to your team, you can also add their names.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And as you add guild members, you can delegate that task of adding and removing people from the list. So, this is going to unlock. Oh, Vittorio's going to finish first. Vittorio goes, yeah, and it's only 50 gold. That money goes to road upkeep, taxes and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, seems fair enough.
So, okay, so 50 gold out of the way. All right, so next thing. Your names, please. Your official names, no aliases. This shit's legit. The book knows. Henry, you are aware. All of you would be probably pretty aware just by looking at it. The book's sheets give off an unnatural sheen. And as he's on a blank page and not writing, you see a name underneath Steelhaven, under the guild registry, like the name Steelhaven, the word Steelhaven appears underneath of it, appears the name guild registry, appears in a guild registry named the Red Stars, and then it starts adding members underneath of it. He goes, see, someone's adding someone to the guild registry right now.
It's live.
I'll press against the rope. Like I'll speak into the book. Kitsune.
Kitsune.
he like writes in the book with this quill. See the
I thought maybe like you had to do it. Okay.
he goes, no, it's common. You'd be surprised how many people spit are inside these pages, and he just like writes Kitsune next to your spitballs. He goes, next. Veneth goes, Veneth Starshield.
Whoa, very official.
He said the book would
Sick
know.
last name, dude. Sick last name.
I wish I came up with a better one in the creation room.
Had a lot of spare time on my hands. Put the bed around 2:30.
I'll just look around, seeing that no one other than Kid has said anything, and they're just kind of standing around. Kazamak Flaming Hammer.
Last name is Flaming Hammer.
Yes, it is.
He writes, Kazamak looks at you, goes, there's always one, and writes Flaming Hammer. Looks expectantly at Kazamak. Nothing happens. Damn, his name's Flaming Hammer.
Not lighting it up in here.
No, he was waiting for the bad thing to happen when you lie to the book.
Oh, yeah. That's why
Next.
That's why I told the truth.
Then, sire.
You have a last name, Vinsire, a surname?
None of seen pertinent off the dome.
Vinsire.
Struck down.
Next.
I'm
Call
gonna
us Henry. I know you're fucking lying.
going Henry or no?
You go.
Mr. Bibbleston.
No, I'm gonna look at you and be like, please go ahead.
May I write it myself?
Unfortunately, no.
Huh.
You might be able to whisper it into his ear, though, Henry.
That's all right. My name doesn't need to be taken down.
Damn.
I'm not really with these guys anyway.
All right. You will not be able to collect any official guild dues or any of those revenues from...
That's fine. I'm very old. I'm probably going to die soon anyway.
His name's Henry.
Above table, this is unlocking a mechanic. So if you... Okay.
But Henry...
If you could just put down Henry Bibbleston for us, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's it.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. You see, all signees have to be willing participants. You can't force somebody into labor. Not
Turn around and look at Henry. But Henry, I don't understand. You are Henry Bibbleston, right? Insight check.
Yeah, I also want to make an insight check now.
18.
I rolled a 17. Because this is awfully suspicious for Henry, of all people, to turn down potentially free money and real estate.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
I also rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
Battle of the
For a total of 26.
Damn.
I only have a 24.
Yeah. I'm not suspicious.
If Henry is telling the truth, you have no clue.
Of course I'm Henry. Yeah. I just,
yeah.
You guys have so much ahead of you. I'm glad to help in any way I can. Maybe pay me a small commission. For my services, or
Well,
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll come back later and add my name afterwards, or maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, that is the whole point of signing your name, is to get commissions.
I mean, from you, as like a third party.
No. Why would I pay
independent contractor?
No.
Talk about it, Henry. If you don't want to work,
we'll talk about it.
But I don't know if we can pay you from the money we get from him. It seems like cutting Vittorio.
It also seems like if we pay him, if he pays us, and then we pay you that money, then we get nothing.
Not all the money. We'll talk about it later. We'll have a few drinks and play a few games. No big deal.
Yeah, get some information out in the air.
Well, I do want to play some games. I'm gonna turn to Vittorio. Is there anything else you need from us? Any other tasks while you have us?
No, but I would say that your guild, you don't have to register everyone as full members. You get a free hireling hire at the start of this thing. And as your company grows, your business expands, you have the ability to add people for a charge of a gold a head.
Oh, well, while we're here, yeah, actually that works. And it can just be anybody that we hire. We can just add their name.
Right, like your friend, not Henry Bedbleston.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, huh? He could be one of our
Not to
employees.
me.
I don't understand why everyone's doubting my name. I just don't like signing my name onto things I don't fully understand. Let me think about it. Sheesh.
He did explain it pretty clearly. Well, if you want to miss out on gold, fine by me, but I am gonna go spend my gold. And I'm gonna nod at Vittorio. Thanks again. And walk off to the games.
Okay. Oh, remember, you guys do each get 100 gold pieces from Vittorio as well.
Oh, dope.
Except
There's
not Henry Biffles.
Elvin dishes out the gold. You'll notice that Vittorio never touches the gold at all. Never touches coin.
huh.
Nor does he touch the items.
Hmm.
Elvin touches it all.
He's a projection.
No ties.
Just like that. That cloak I bought, free.
That's how that works.
So
Girl math.
I fucking knew someone was gonna say it.
Here is what you just unlocked.
Ooh.
I'll show you.
Ooh, academic focus. Oh, hell yeah. This is badass.
Let me get that martial focus, baby. Start training my underlings.
The screen.
Huh?
Do you have to change it to the screen?
They can see it already.
Oh.
Can you guys still
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you guys have the ability and you are already in your guild. So it was originally going to be 300 gold. I realized that was too steep at this level. So I made it 50 gold. You guys are now next aiming for your 5th level guild focus. You guys only get to pick one as a group. These are all group choices. You have to agree or a majority vote has to decide what the group does. So basically each of these has oh, you know what? I have a more advanced version of this. Hold on.
Enhance.
Let me
Enhance.
Teddy's so fat right now. Man is literally laying down at his food bowl.
Anyway, I won't bore anyone who watches this with going through the fact. I'll show this at the end. Again, the more advanced version. So this is the snapshot. Essentially, each of these has a perk associated with it, and I built perks for every single one of these.
Hell yeah.
These gives you a perk of some sort or rewards a magic item or something like that. Okay. So sometimes it's something like a region is more prone, like a certain region gives you advantage on persuasion checks, the whole region, because of like spreading the word of your guild, stuff like that, right? So there's all sorts of things like that. For instance, Rhodes Scholars, you get a perk. There's 2 perks. Essentially, Rhodes Scholars is one perk. Institutionalist is another perk. Rhodes Scholars lets you change what you have proficiency in. Institutionalist makes you pick one, and that's what you get.
Huh. And then we can
at 14th level, the big change here, the cross training. So if you select cross training, if you would say you take Rhodes Scholars and then you want to do cross training, you select the cross training bubble. That means at 17th level, you can select any of these yellow bubbles, any single one from any tree. Or there's also cross training bubbles inside of these trees. So you could ride a tree all the way down to the orange and then switch it for the legendary.
Sweet.
And I will show you at the end of this session what those perks actually look like.
Perfect.
Okay.
That is badass.
And I'll stop sharing my screen now. So that is the mechanic that you guys just unlocked. It is a homebrewed mechanic. So if it's terrible,
Yeah.
we're going to find out. But I think what it's really going to do is add some depth to the Bastion system because it levels perfectly with the Bastion system. So basically every opportunity that the Bastion system doesn't give you a level, you're getting a level somewhere in there from my system. So it's like basically
you get 1 for 1.
Yeah, and
other.
I aligned the perks. The perk trees are aligned with kind of how the Bastion system works.
Sweet.
So it should be pretty seamless. So that is what you guys unlocked, and that is what you guys get from Vittorio. Now, however, drinks in hand for some of you, gold in hand from all of you, being 100 gold richer from Vittorio, you stand in front of a casino. Does anyone want to play a game?
Hell yeah, I do.
Hell yeah. You'll notice there's also a bard. I didn't say it this time, but last time I did say there's a bard who's in the northwest corner of this place. He's just playing typical like bard ballads. Like if Journey was a bard ballad.
Is he playing any overseas songs from Loafenstock perhaps?
He is not.
Oh.
These are very local. These are all like very local.
Oh, okay.
Like the greatest hits.
Not singing about the
Journey.
people who saved the world.
Nah, bro. This is Journey. This is the Killers. This is, you know what? Roll a d20.
Dragon in the Maiden Fair.
I was really hoping for it. Middle of the road, 12.
Well, it was just a pure luck check, so all you needed was anything at 10 or better. So.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, they are singing a song about an underdark prince.
Ooh, interesting.
Yep. It's a pretty well-known ballad on Zot.
So I would have already heard it.
It's about a decade old at this point.
Okay.
Is there a certain name of the band playing?
There is not.
Okay.
What are the names of sing me the song, Andrew?
I will not.
Damn it.
Can I go? Does everyone want to do this? Can I go to the 2D the Goblin Gambit, the 2D6 game? Oh wow, it's dark in Kyle's room.
The 2D6 game? Sure. So that's the Goblin's Cup game.
Goblin's
Cup. Would anyone else like to follow Kit as he approaches the Goblin's Cup game?
Yeah, I'll go over there.
Kazamak's going to play.
I'll go.
Okay. The other two, you guys are going to play people at the table already. You're playing a dwarven fella.
Okay.
Henry, you're playing an elven woman with a lisp. Let's see you pull that off, you bastard.
Yeah.
Yes, making fun of the disabled.
You're gonna.
I didn't say make fun of them.
It's an homage. It's an homage.
It's
just
inclusive.
Because they have handicapped people exist.
I know.
Henry's gonna play his actual character. It's gonna be like Maximilian the Great.
All right.
I can't wait for that.
Okay, so everybody rolls 2d6s at the same time.
Yes.
And roll. Okay.
A 6 and a 5.
Okay. Everyone says out loud what they rolled.
6 and a 4.
3 and a 4.
1.
6, 3.
Okay.
Henry, what was yours?
6 and a 1.
5 points for 4 points for me.
1 and a 4.
5 points for me.
All right.
So I have 5 points as well then, right?
Somebody
you had a 6 and a what?
6 and a 5.
This was 50, so this is 50 gold to play, so keep that in mind. And then if you all win and you beat the house, which it looks like you're beating the house, you split the pot.
That makes sense.
So I had 6 and a 4, which is what gave me 5, because there's 2 4s. And
yeah, but everybody rolled a 6, and I rolled a 6 as well.
I rolled a 1 and a 4.
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
So then I would get 4.
4s and 3 6s.
Okay, how many ones? Say I.
Aye.
Okay, I for me as well. So that's 2 for me, and 2 for Henry. How many fours? Say I.
I.
I. Okay, so that's
So
3
3.
total. So I now have 5. Okay. Who? Anyone roll a 2? Anyone roll a 3?
I did.
Okay, that's 2 3s.
Good,
Anyone
2
roll
1.
a 5?
Just me, I think.
Okay. Anyone roll a 6?
Aye.
Okay.
So 4.
4
Action.
6s.
So it should be 8
I have
points.
7 points.
Okay. Who has 8 points or more?
Oh, so I have 9 points.
How do you have 8 points?
Yeah,
Because
no.
everybody rolled. Oh, never mind. I have
No,
I have
no.
4
Counting how many
or
sixes
5. I have
there
5
is on the
points.
table.
Oh, so 4. Okay, so I
6.
Doesn't someone else have to roll your number to get a point?
Yes.
You put 4 points.
Plus my point.
You only get, so that would be 5 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have 8 points.
I was miscounting.
Okay, and that's fine. I was just asking.
I have 7 points.
Who
7
has
points.
7 points? Okay. Kit and Henry win the pot. The dealer pushes the pot to you guys. So that was 6 players at 50 gold. That's 300 gold split 2 ways. 150 gold goes to each of you.
My name is
100
actually
gold
Felina.
profit.
Oh yeah, Henry doesn't win shit.
Yeah. Felina. Yeah.
Henry's in the back doing some shit.
Henry's doing some shit, but Felina's out here cashing in. Sorry.
Henry's plotting.
It's
Yeah.
Felina.
The dealer goes, would anyone else like to play? Anyone new at the table?
I want this game.
I'll play again.
You'll play again. Anyone else like to play again?
I'll play again.
All right. Dealer is in. Dealer puts in 50 gold. Everyone puts in 50 gold. Go ahead and subtract 50 gold from your inventories.
Oh, another 6 and 4.
And go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
All right. How many ones? I. Okay. How many twos?
I.
I count 2. How many threes?
I.
How many fours?
I.
Okay. How many fives?
There's just 2 4s.
I have 2 5s.
Oh, so you have 2
I
fives.
have
So
2
you,
5s.
all right. So you have 2.
I also got a 5.
So then I should have
That's
5
4,
points.
yeah, that's 4. That's a total of 4 fives. How many sixes? I.
And
All right. Starting at the top. Does anyone have 8 or more? Does anyone have 7? 6. Okay. Vinsire, Kazimak. The dealer splits the pot 2 ways and goes, I see 6 and 6, and spits it over to you. You each get 150 gold.
Hell yeah.
This is bullshit. I need to win.
This is my kid's
I'll
dinner.
ask you to mind your temper, or I'll have to ask you to leave the table.
There's other games.
Aye.
Try another game. You could try another game.
you go to that the one where everyone rolls at the same time.
Hey, how about
Yep.
you guys mind your own fucking business?
You just
Sure.
talk about Dragon's Dice. You look over and
Security.
there's a huge crowd around this one specific Dragon's Dice table. There's one guy sitting there. It's this halfling. Halflings are lucky. And he is absolutely killing it against the dealer. Everyone else has left the table because he was the only person winning. And he's absolutely taking the fucking house to town.
I will go to that table.
I'll
I'm
go
also
there
gonna-
too.
Oh, I
I
also need you guys to keep track of how much gold you're spending and let me know when you hit 500 gold in betting.
Okay.
We should be only at 100 right now.
I'm at
Everyone should be
100.
100.
Is it 50 buy-in for each game?
That's the
It-
minimum.
Yeah.
But you can buy in at a higher rate.
Okay, cool.
Just bet all 500 and go.
I will not be buying in at higher rates, I don't believe.
Andrew, as I walk over and this dude has a mass amount of money, can I just make an Arcana check just to look at the dice he's rolling before I sit down?
Sure.
Just want to see if I notice anything.
Sure.
looks off.
Insight check.
Without checking, I
insight.
just want to put 200 gold down. And
I
be like,
put-
all right,
Oh,
Gold down.
22.
So, okay, 22 on an insight check.
Yep.
There's nothing odd about these dice.
Okay. They don't give off
I have
anything magical.
50 gold.
No, he's not rolling sixes or ones or anything. He's rolling different numbers every time he rolls.
But the dice don't look inherently magical.
No, and the dice, every time the dice get rolled,
They're swapped.
they're swapped out.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm not sitting down at a loaded table.
Yeah. You are not. You're sitting down at a hot table for one individual.
Okay.
All right, so here's how the way raises work at these tables. The moment someone raises, everyone else sitting at the table, including the house, has to raise or they have to walk away. Walking away means that, including the house, right? So, like, the house can't walk away. The house has to keep betting. This guy was at 100 or was at 50 gold increments still, but he's absolutely taking the fucking house on these small rounds. Vinsire comes in and slaps down 200 gold. This guy also puts in 200 gold because he doesn't want to walk away. Kit.
I am also partaking in the 200 gold because I put down 50. He came up with 200, and I'm just gonna dump another 150 on.
Okay. Does anyone else want to play this game as a PC or an NPC?
I'll play as an NPC because Kazimac's just gonna watch and see kind of what happens with this dude that keeps racing. See if we can
I'm
determine
also
a strategy.
NPC.
I'm gonna shoot daggers at Vinsire and like try to find my straw in my drink, like while like looking at you.
Okay, this requires 5d6.
Oh geez.
You're gonna select
This
two.
is the game I got fucked on.
You're gonna
last time I
select
played.
two. Basically, you're selecting your two highest numbers. Or I'm sorry, you pick three, not two, three. You're picking your three best numbers.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll 5d6. Go ahead. And then pick your three best numbers.
Oh shit.
And then choose how you want to assign them. So this is done in rounds. This goes until it's only the house versus one person, and then that person takes the pot. Okay? So the first round, first dice. I'm going to reveal, the house reveals a 6. What does everyone else reveal?
6.
3.
6.
Oh.
Okay.
My
Everyone,
NPC.
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone who revealed a 6 gets a point. The house next reveals a 4.
5.
5.
5.
Whoa.
Anyone who rolled a 4 or anyone who revealed a 4 or better gets a point.
Oh baby.
A 4 or better.
What's it gonna be, Vinsire? You gonna tap out?
So
That's
far,
hard.
my NPC has 2 points.
The house
Vinsire,
reveals a 6.
a
5.
6. Oh.
Who else has a 6?
Me and Chris.
Okay. You each get a point.
So we're
All right.
tied.
How many points does everyone have?
My NPC has 2 points.
Okay. So Vinsire and Kit, you guys are going head to head with the house. The dealer goes, well, welcome to a hot table indeed. Welcome 2 new hot hands I see as well. I thought for sure he'd chase you off. So, 200 gold in the pot from everyone. A total of 1,200 gold in the pot. Down to 2 competitors in the house. Round number 2. Gentlemen,
Stakes are high.
ladies, please roll your dice.
All 5 again.
Yep.
Oh my god, this is exciting.
What?
NPC talking.
The house reveals a 5 for its first.
5.
5.
Remember, you got to assign a number and stick with it. 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
So a 5 is a point. House reveals a 6 as its second.
6.
Nope. I rolled a 5.
Okay. The house reveals a 5 as its third.
5.
6.
Ooh,
Okay.
Finsire.
Vinsire has 3 points. Kit has 2. Vinsire, it is now you versus the dealer.
Oh no.
If the dealer wins, you get 25% of the takings.
Oh shit, still up.
Yeah, still up. If the house wins, or excuse me, if the house wins, they take everything but 25%. It's flip-flopped if you win. If you win, you take 75, they take 25. So, the dealer explains that and says, now, let us roll our dice.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Okay. The house reveals a 6.
6.
Okay. The house reveals another 6.
5.
Okay. The
Oh
house
man.
reveals a 3.
Oh.
5.
Okay.
2 and
Tied up
2.
at 2. So it goes again.
God damn. Does it keep raising or is it even keel?
So every round from that point on adds in another 200 gold. So it's now at 1,400 gold from the house. You don't have to do anything, Bensire.
I have to step out.
And we roll our dice. The house reveals a 5 for its first.
5.
The house reveals a 4 for its second.
5.
The house reveals a 3 for its third.
4.
All right. Everyone applauds. It bursts into fucking applause around Vinsire.
Yeah.
Just won 1,400 gold less 25%. Hey,
Boy
Siri,
can buy a house.
what's 25% of 1,400?
100.
All right. 350. So 1,400 minus 350.
1150.
1,150. You get 1,150 gold, Vinsire.
Isn't
I
it
will
1,050?
I'm
What's
gonna
that?
slide
Should be, yeah, it's 1050.
Yeah, it's 1050.
14 minus 350 is 1050.
Oh yeah, 1050, my bad. I carry the wrong one.
It's all good. I'm bad at public
I
math.
trusted you.
I don't have my abacus. Don't judge me.
I'm gonna give Kit her buy-in back. I'll slide you 200 gold.
So,
I'll push it back and be like, just buy all of my drinks for tonight.
Okay.
Vinsire.
You like that Asian
So,
chick, don't you?
Henry, you would see this. You would see this about to happen. You would see this in the background, Henry. You would be seeing this happen. There is a Vittorio and a group of security are coming up to the table where Vinsire is sitting.
Uh-oh.
Vinsire, Vittorio taps you on the shoulder. You turn around and see Vittorio standing like below you. I guess he would tap you on the hip. Vittorio taps you on the hip, and you've turned down, and there's Vittorio. He goes, well, Vinsire, it seems like you and me just spoke, but here we are celebrating a momentous, absolutely momentous occasion. Congratulations on your big win. And he applauds, and like everyone in the casino starts applauding. Like the staff louder than everyone else. He goes, we'd like to have you approach the VIP section if you could. There's someone who would like to have a word with you and your friends.
As long as my friends can come. Cool, yeah.
Yeah, they're welcome.
Sure.
I'm gonna look to you, Vin, and be like, you're getting comped.
This is what comp means? Why am I kind of afraid? Why am I a little bit afraid?
So,
They're murderers.
as you follow like the security, Vittorio like departs and goes about and doing his business, and you go to the behind the velvet ribbons, and there is a slender drow man awaiting you.
I would like to part from the party and follow Vittorio.
Okay.
Can I roll persuasion?
You don't have to like stealth. Like it's pretty packed in here.
Yeah.
It's 3 in the afternoon. There's about 50, 60 people in here. So there's plenty of people in here. You can follow Victoria. I'll tell you what he's doing. He's just kind of walking around and like talking to different like
big winners and
patrons at tables and stuff. No, I mean winning 1,200 gold in here is huge. That's not unheard of, but it's like uncommon as hell.
you can buy a house basically.
Yeah, you can buy like a nice house in Blackmore for that.
That's some dope shit. I like to have a word with him. I like to approach him.
Sure.
And Mr. Vittorio, sir, may I speak to you?
Yes. Not Henry Bibbleston.
Is there a private place we may speak?
Sure. Behind the velvet rope where your friends are. And he like
That's not the kind of private I'm looking for, sir.
Oh. Yeah. I got a place. He goes, follow me. And he
locked up.
He walks you behind the bar. Alice, as she sees him coming, Alice steps aside. You see her bend over behind the bar. And when you step behind the bar, she's opened a trap door to like the cellar. Victoria goes, I like to use this from time to time for less than pleasant conversations. Like,
I imagine
walks down.
Good place to do it.
As you come down here, this is definitely a wine cellar, but you're unsure if the stains on the floor, this floor, are wine or blood.
Whoa.
He goes,
people getting beat up.
Yeah, this is about as private as it gets then. What can I do you for? You need somebody killed? What do you need? Something stolen? You need information? What is it?
No, sir. No. This is about that guild book. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Obviously, you know my name isn't Henry, but I need other people to believe that. My name is a precious thing. I've spent a long time striking it from every book I could find. I can't add it to another.
Listen, you're not the first person. And let's say I knew a way to get around, certain enchantments in the process. I could probably take care of that for, say, something like around 50 gold.
I believe that'd be money well spent. Yes.
Well, consider it done, not Henry Bibbleston. I will mark you down as Henry Bibbleston. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. And while I have you, I'm going to need a decision. I need a guild name.
The not Henry Bibbleston's LLC.
Well, let's see.
Bibbleston Incorporated.
Based on the companions I find myself with, I could say the assholes, the dickheads, minus two. Two of them are alright, but
here, but the tainted ones.
That's a good one.
I thought I heard a creak from the stairs that said the tainted ones. That was pretty good.
The taints.
Taints.
Blue team.
Tell you what. Let's go with, you know what? Can we put a pin in it? I'd really hate to speak for everybody.
Needs a minute.
He goes, that's going to be a weird ass name, but we can definitely call it that if you want. Listen, here's the thing. You're not an official guild. Therefore, nobody's going to pay you shit outside of Blackmore until you're registered. So, any job you're about to complete with that friend's bloody head on the bounty for those fucking corpses you just made, you're going to need to be registered. And I can tell you that Calypso isn't going to be as lenient with their registration process as I have been.
Understood. Tell you what, let's just go with Well, I'd say let's go with the boys, but that's not entirely accurate. Hmm. Can we? How about the boys plus one girl?
And Philip.
And a metal man.
So you guys are
And a
like
turtle.
a club of boys and girls?
Boys
The
and girls.
Boys and Girls Club. Yes.
The the Slayers.
Yeah. I mean, we can always come back and change it for a fee. It's 100 gold to change any names of the permanent party members. Of your guild.
Tell you
But-
what, I
Book it.
will.
I say if we had to name ourselves, Henry's such an old man. He's so fond of kids. It could be the
You guys
kid-
aren't there.
The old men who love kids. Is
the
that what you're
kitty
trying to say?
fondlers, because you're so
No.
fond of children.
I like the Boys and Girls Club. That's fine.
I do too.
I'm fine with the Boys and Girls Club.
I tell you what. Here's your 50 gold for. Thank you very much. Your discretion. And here's an extra 5 if you don't tell anybody else that we can change the name.
He already told us.
You
And the-
guys aren't there.
No, in the very beginning he did.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
No. I said you could change names in the ledger.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mention anything about a guild name to you guys.
That's fair.
I needed the party to be split up. I needed like one or two of you to make that decision.
I figured.
I can't handle 5 people arguing over a guild.
The boys and
so-
girls.
Henry, as he writes down the Boys and Girls Club, he writes down location. Zata he writes it all above your names from earlier. You see him switch quills, then write down your name, Henry Bibbleston. You see the ink surges bright red for a second, and then goes back to solid black. He goes, there, 50 gold. Then we're good. And Henry Bibbleston can remain anonymous.
You have my thanks.
not
I owe you. I know this 50 gold is the price, but you've made a friend this day, so thank you.
Well, like I said, don't go spreading the word. The guild charters are a serious thing, and there's been wars started over this shit. So let's not get Blackmore murdered.
Trust me, discretion is of utmost importance to me.
Great. All right, I'm gonna fuck off then. And he like goes back up the steps.
Yes, we are the Zata chapter of the Boys and Girls Club.
So, you guys, this drow figure says, well, you are a lucky, lucky winner, my tiefling friend. And with all that cash in your pocket, I'm sure you're wondering, whatever am I to do? Blackmore's so lacking in shopping opportunities. No magic items to be found anywhere, really. Unless you count a few odd cloaks and a few odd ships and things of that nature. But who has the time, energy, or money for those? Well, what about a game? You seem to be good at them. I can offer you entry into a game for the price of 500 gold. You're welcome to bring your friends, and they're welcome to chip in. Excuse me. That's
Oh my
snuck out
god,
of
he's
me.
changing. He's changing.
That snuck out of me. I was
It's
not
the
expecting
devil.
it.
The devil's here.
It just had Matt Mercer did that shit, and they left it in an episode of Critical Role, and it's the funniest shit ever. He just goes, he was like doing his intros. His name's Matt Mercer.
I'm Batman.
You guys want to play a game?
Oh, he hasn't.
I'm game.
Yeah, I mean, sure. He hasn't finished explaining what it is, but
If it's
Has
anything like the Dragon Guys dice game, I'm all for it.
Unfortunately, this game is by invitation only. So you and your friends will only get to know the rules once we're there. And I promise you it's a short jaunt.
See?
Has
I
Henry
will tell
made
you
his way
its
back
name.
up?
Yeah, you can make your way back up.
Okay.
Its name is the Shadowy Emporium.
Hmm. I'm down. Really up to you, Vinsire. It's your winnings.
Yeah, let's go. Here's 500 gold.
Like it never happened.
So,
And so we all pay 500 gold to get access to this.
one person in your party has to.
Oh, that's
We
not
can all
bad.
chip in so he doesn't have to take the brunt of it.
Nah, he just won a lot of money. He can pay.
So,
Good.
you guys all, see Vinsire pay this person, and they goes, well, follow me. They push back the couch, like literally like with their foot, they just heave it backwards, revealing a trapdoor. They open the trapdoor to reveal a winding stone staircase that disappears at an angle. They go, after me, and they step through and wind down the staircase and down a small tunnel for about 10 feet when you emerge into a large, about 50 cylindrical square feet room. And that's a weird way to put it, but 50 square feet. It's a cylindrical room, about 50 square feet in diameter. It's pretty deep, or not deep, pretty tall. Like the ceilings are pretty tall in here. Perfectly like carved stone ceilings. Like they've brought in like stone to like build in here. There are pews set up where you see people are sitting and drinking. They got their drinks from these two identical bars that sit on the east and west side of the room. They seem to be an open bar. There's no place to tip, nothing. You just walk up, tell the bartender what you want. They give you what you want, and you drink and you mingle.
Ooh.
The gentleman turns around and goes, my name is Nathaniel. I run the Shadowy Emporium. Henceforth, I'd ask you not to speak of its existence to anyone, especially the authorities outside of this fair city. See, the Shadowy Emporium travels in illicit and stolen goods only. The owners that you see amongst you see like all these people. There's like 24 people here, including you, 24 people. Goes, some of them are owners of items that will be put on auction. Your task is to pay the 500 gold as you have and bid on items. Unfortunately, you only get one bid per 500 gold, so choose wisely. The items are bid at random, and your objective is to sort out who amongst the crowd is the owner of the item. Simple enough. You can intimidate them, you can persuade them, you can bribe them, you can make promises, threats. You cannot physically harm anyone. Physically harming anyone, I will remove your hand. Then you're welcome to stay and bid again, of course. So, anyone have any questions?
So, real quick, let me get this straight. An item comes up for bid, and we have to identify the owner that's one of these people sitting in the pews
Or convince everyone else to leave, threaten their families, themselves, that sort of thing. You see, what the Shadowy Emporium really is, upon entry, is a theater. On display are secrets of powerful men and women such as you. You see, as you get deeper into the game and trying to identify who the owner truly is, they're going to want something in return. Something that they could cash in at a later date. Something like one of your secrets. He points to the floor. He goes, you see the floor? You look at the floor, it's got these magical sigils carved in it, an inch deep in the stone, over every single inch of the center of this arena. He goes, that is a very specific type of Zone of Truth spell. You see, we don't really care if you're lying to your friends. However, if you're lying when you try to divulge a secret, the room will know. The room won't let you lie. However, a normal lie, we don't give a shit. cheat on your spouse for all we care. So, does that kind of clarify the stakes of the game?
Makes sense.
You're already players. She looks at Henry specifically, the genuine like distaste on his face. She looks at Henry and says, "I'm afraid you've already signed on the dotted line by simply coming into the room. If you leave, you all have to leave, and you forfeit your 500 gold. Stay. You don't have to say anything. Just remain quiet. Don't participate. Listen. Maybe you'll learn something." So I'll give you guys the option. We could probably run this probably another 20 minutes and get through like the first of these. If everyone at the table is comfortable with that. If not, we will end the session here.
I'm down to keep going.
Gone.
Sweet.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure this is going to be a thing, but I would like to be like on hyper fucking sonar radar ears listening to everyone's bullshit.
So Nathaniel dismisses himself with a bow and goes to a central podium in the center of the room. He says, "Gather one, gather all. I'd like to announce the item that we're going to be auctioning tonight. Everybody roll me a d20. This is rollies. This determines who rolls the d12.
17. Oh, wow. Big money high roller over here.
11.
Who rolled the highest?
Kyle.
17.
Kyle, roll a d12. Vinsire rolled a d12.
Who's Kyle?
On a 12, I pick the item.
If Henry dies, my character's name's going to be Kyle.
The item that he unveils, excuse me, is an abracadabricus. He goes, tonight's item, well, he doesn't unveil it right away. He goes, tonight's item is an abracadabricus. A wondrous, extremely rare item. A wooden chest weighing around 25 to 30 pounds. They start wheeling it out like the security staff does. It's under this like little black sheet. Nathaniel like whips the sheet off. It's this ornate chest. It's this like, it's just a chest. It's just a very ornate chest with I mean, there's gemstones like all over the fucking thing. These really pretty like dark blue sapphires just all over the thing. Like where there's like leather seams on the chest, there's a sapphire in the leather, like a stud almost. Above table, the chest has 20 charges. A creature can use an action to touch the closed lid of the chest and expend one of the chest charges while naming one or more non-magical objects, including raw materials, foodstuffs, and liquids, worth a total of 1 gold piece or less. The named objects magically appear in the chest, provided they can all fit inside it and the chest doesn't contain anything else. For example, the chest can't conjure a plate of strawberries, a bowl of hot soup, a flagon of water, a stuffed animal, or a bag of 20 caltrops. Food and drink conjured by the chest are delicious, and they spoil if not consumed after 24 hours. Gems and precious metals created by the chest disappear after 1 minute.
And then when the 20 charges run out, what happens?
Charges at dawn.
Oh, okay. So you can do 20 random things per day, worth less than a gold.
If you expend all 20 charges, you roll d20 on a 1, the chest loses its magic, becomes an ordinary chest.
What's the size of the chest? Is this something you can carry around with you? Or is this something you put in a room?
It's small enough that you'd be able to fit it in your rucksack.
And what's the value of the items, the max value?
It said 1 gold piece.
Okay.
Making all my meals out of the abracadabricus. Hot and ready meal out of the microwave?
After, as he's unveiling it, I don't really want to be paying attention to him at all. I want to be looking at the crowd specifically for people who don't look surprised or intrigued. Like some people who look like they've either seen it before or maybe like if someone owns it, they wouldn't be as shocked to see it.
Sure. Make an insight check. You're looking to see somebody's body language, so insight.
What the hell? It landed on 18, but it's nope, 7. Like the dice shows 18, but the number was 7. Fuck.
7. That's all I come across. So with a 7, no, you do not see anyone who looks like bored.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to bid at all, right? We can like.
There is no, to be clear, there is no bidding. Your bidding is like bidding
Secrets,
with
yeah.
your secrets, yeah.
Then it still stands. If I wanna just be on the fucking ear out, listening for secrets being peddled. If it's like hearable.
Okay. So basically everyone gets a thing per round of this, right? So Kazimax was the insight check. Henry hasn't done anything yet. Anyone who would like to make a perception check with Kit can, but that would be your thing for this round. Like a loose combat structure.
I'll make one with her.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
I also rolled a 14.
Okay. You hear a 14. With a 14, you both hear there's this couple of, they look like to be like half elf, male and female couple. They're holding hands, and you hear the one whisper, the female whispers, "I don't know. I just don't think it's worth that much."
Someone gonna do something?
That was
I know, I already used my turn too. Mikey and Henry.
I mean, Henry's not very interested in this item, so I don't know if he's paying attention.
Ron is just kind of just watching and observing.
Okay. Henry, no action?
Can I attempt in some way? I was trying to figure out how I could make an investigation check out of this. But I can't.
You could investigate. You could look for similarities in clothing to the design choices on the chest.
I'll do that.
That was a perfect fucking player DM interaction example on TikTok.
That is only a 9.
9. You look around the audience.
For execution.
You look around the audience. You don't see anything that jumps out of the sapphire.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna do an investigation check of anybody wearing Deborian clothing.
Okay. Well, nothing stands out.
Is the people on like, is it kind of like a gallery, or is it like people are just around, or is
It's
it
like it's like a gallery, but like the pews are more for like the participants. There's no like audience down here.
how is it well lit in here, or is it actually shadowy?
It's shadowy.
So can you see people's expressions and such? Or
Yeah, you
is it-
can. It's dimly lit. It's not so big. I mean, like maybe if you're distracted, you might have to be at disadvantage. But so, would anyone like to try to intimidate the crowd?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
I have a shit intimidation, but I'll give it a go.
Really?
Yeah. My character's an artificer. He's just a big character.
So the idea of this is that you like talk to groups of people and try to
Yeah.
identify if. Okay. So if you like to try and intimidate a group of people, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
So just to be clear though, so we're trying to intimidate them to like leave, essentially.
Trying to intimidate them to sit in the pews and not participate anymore.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I want to walk over to
So how
someone.
this will work, DC for this will be 15. If you hit the DC, you will roll a D12. That D12 represents how many fake non-owners sit down. The owner cannot sit down at any point. The
Okay.
owner can stay on the feet. The participants, that D12 is how many participants go sit down on an intimidation check.
Makes sense. Then I want to try and pick out, I guess just for like the role-playing aspect, someone who looks, I don't know, maybe like somewhat uncomfortable already with how the situation, like how the area is.
Okay, that couple stands out.
Yeah,
pretty-
that works.
yeah.
Then,
They look very out of place.
okay. Can I walk over and I'm gonna start making small talk with them about if I want to try and see if they have children.
How do you do it? Roleplay it.
I'm gonna walk over and be like, excuse me, that's quite a beautiful chest. You looking to bid on it for gift for a child or for yourself?
Oh, I don't know if it's worth a secret. I'm not even sure that it's. I mean, after a minute, if the gems were permanent, I would think yes, but
Yeah, but think of it. You could, get some gems and be able to peddle them off.
in a minute? How does one run away so quickly?
Psh, I don't know. I mean,
No.
send your children out to do it. No one would suspect a child.
Oh, well, our child's very young, so they wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's understandable.
They're very much trying to end the conversation.
Well, I mean, you don't really seem like you belong here, and I mean, just between you and me, it'd probably be a lot safer for you and your family if you left. And I'm just gonna bring the severed head that's probably still dripping blood into their vision.
Christ.
Okay. Make an intimidation check at advantage.
Fucking -1, let's go, baby. Psh, come on, please be better. Ah, dang, it was almost now. 13 even at advantage.
Yeah, your intimidation fails to go. As best as that might be, I assure you that our gold is as good as anyone's. And they walk away.
Damn. Had to give it a shot.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay. Roll a Vinsire, roll a d12 at disadvantage.
You're hawking down that candy.
I love licorice, bro.
I know.
This is kryptonite.
Oh, I know.
6.
With a 6. After about 30 minutes, you see 6 people. The couple sit down, and 4 more people go sit down. No longer participating in the auction. The Nathaniel comes up and goes, now we've come to the bidding. He smiles deeply. He goes, my personal favorite part of the evening. As you know, every 30 minutes, or as maybe you didn't, every 30 minutes, betting begins. The only way to bet, to continue playing in our little charade, is to tell a secret. You can see that some of your competitors, knowing this, have already sat down and are no longer participating in the hunt for the item. So, if you are in a group, I need to know if the group leader would like to continue. Or if you were going to, anyone in the group can refuse to continue. However, if anyone in the group wishes to continue, you all must give a secret. Meaning, Henry, if you don't want to play, you don't have to give a secret. Kaz, if you want to play, you have to give a secret.
Makes sense.
So, let us begin. You see he taps a book in front on the pedestal in front of him. It looks oddly familiar to the guild charter book that they had upstairs. You see he touches it. It's got this, as soon as he touches it, the bindings on it turn solid black, like the leather dyes black.
Ooh.
And it's, and he, like, you see the ink is in bright red. And he goes,
The Girls and Boys Club. You're up first. Who of you would like to go take a seat?
I'm kind of just like hanging around because I don't know who he's talking to.
That's a weird name.
That's us, guys. That's us.
Hmm?
I
What?
went. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I went and I changed my mind. And realized I was, it was silly of me to not want to be included in this. Of course, I wanted my name down there. So he kind of cornered me when I added my name, and I had to pick a name for our little group here.
That
And
is the
settle down.
worst name ever, Henry.
best name ever.
I mean, I'm kind of it's warming up to me, but why the Boys and Girls Club?
Well, I was gonna go with, the boys, but clearly that would not describe us all 100% very well, lady included. So, boys and girls club.
I guess that works. I mean, yeah, don't forget about Philip. But
Philip,
I'm probably
can fuck
gonna
off.
take a seat on this one. I don't really have a secret.
I'm just not very interested in this item, if I have to be so honest with you guys. A
Well, I mean,
lot
if
of
you-
these things I'll be able to do. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm. It was interesting, but at first, the only bad part is, I mean, all you can pull out is stuff worth, 1 gold or less. So even if you're pulling out gems, they're not going to be super valuable.
no, I mean, maybe would this be able to like magical components? Could I
Correct.
I'd be able to do that?
Yep. That's what's basically, it's used for that, for like ritual casting, like, like it's not combat, obviously.
Mhm.
I guess you could spend an action doing it, but that'd be wild in the middle of combat. But it's definitely for like big ritual spells and big moments and like preparation sessions.
Okay.
It's also for like campaigns that feature like survival rules for like keeping track of your rations. So like if we go to a desert or like a tundra setting, then like in a desert setting you say a carafe of water, and it would produce water for you.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go sit down.
It's a very niche product, but it does have its uses.
That makes sense.
Like your owl feather immediately.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I can see how that would be useful.
Yes. Well, I mean, it would help me with some of my less expensive components for some of the things I need to do, but honestly, I come across most of those organically, and I'm on the hunt for something that would take away all but the most expensive of my components anyway. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't really have any use for it. What about you, Vinsire? I mean, with your potions and whatnot, being able to just get any component you need.
Would it work for potions?
Components. I don't see why not.
Not all components are going to be cheaper than 1 gold, especially for your high level.
Don't meta game it.
Brahm and I are already sitting down.
Yeah, Kazimak would have gone and sat down as well.
Actually, would I be able to walk to the bar while this is all going on?
Yeah,
Like,
you can still go drink. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the bar.
Yeah.
White wine spritzer.
You approach the bartenders and you realize that they are blind.
That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Hi, could I have I don't know, what's your like best amber ale? I'll have that.
The human in front of you opens their mouth. They have no tongue. They
Okay.
turn around, rotate, grab a glass, kind of like methodically, start making your drink, and then give it to you.
So they can't see and they can't talk about what they have heard.
Can they write? They can still create ties if they can write. Are they literate?
They're dumb.
You suspect that they are indeed literate.
Insight check. They are quite literally educated people. I'm gonna take my drink and I'll get. Actually, can I have two? And I'll grab one for Vin as he's stewing over his components problems.
Okay, so it's just Vinsire?
Yes.
I would go and sit down.
Oh, you're not going for it. Okay.
No.
Okay. So, as the first auction item proves to be too much, you guys all sit down. Nathaniel goes, "Oh, I really had hopes for the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, God.
High hopes. So, I think maybe next time for you lot. Maybe the next one. So what I will do before we close out the session, Nathaniel will reveal the next item. He goes, while we continue this, how about you wet your whistles on the next item? Go ahead and Kazimak, roll me a d12.
That is going to be a 7.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh. Something yummy.
It's a sandwich.
They not wheel out. A security member comes carrying out with these gloves. You see they're like these thick gloves. Henry, you've seen these before. These are anti-magic gloves. They're coated, they have an anti-magic enchantment on them to protect the wielder from like items. He unveils it. He goes, as you can see, this is a battle standard from hell itself.
Oh.
He goes, this Hellforged battle standard is made of infernal iron and fitted with a small opening cage containing a closet. He taps on it. You can see that there's this small demon, the smallest demon of them all, a closet cage on the end of this battle standard. The closet just kind of sleepily is like. The trapped closet, the above table, is incapacitated. His cage has AC 19, 10 hit points, and immunity to all types of damage except force damage. If killed or somehow released, the closet disappears in a cloud of smoke, and the new one appears in the cage. While you hold the banner, your weapon attacks and those of all allied creatures within 300 feet of you count as magical for the purposes of overcoming damage, immunities, and resistances.
Damn.
Powerful.
So all creatures, or just one's friendly to you?
All allied creatures within
allied. Okay.
Fuck the barbarians.
Who would carry that though?
You just put it on your. I'd allow you guys to just have it like on
strap it on your pack.
Backpack. You could be a dude with a stick banner out of your backpack.
Nice.
Now this is an item I can get behind.
A little demon. So, as Nathaniel unveils the next item out of 3 total items of tonight's auction, that's where we'll end our session.
Ooh.
We'll pick up next week with the second and third items in the auction, and then we'll see where the night takes us. So, thank you guys for coming to the table. Thank you for playing. Any last words?
Kumquat.
Kumquat. That's a good one.
That's a solid word. Good word.
I'm going to destroy some Pizza Hut.
Now spell it.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us, Kumquats of America. So
Boys and Girls Club of America.
Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, they're getting a tag in this video for sure.
Start here.
Yeah, 100% getting the tag. But anyway, thank you guys for coming and playing with me. Thank you for being at the table. Thank you for being digitally. I love you all. But to all, please get the fuck out of my house. I am tired.
Language.
I love you all.
Have a great day tomorrow.